stronger games are going to bring out the best in you, the best in your opponent. So look at your brother to the left, look at your brother to the right, and let him know you will not be the reason you're not victorious today. Do your job. Do it to the best of your ability. Be willing to do more than the guy across from you to get your job done. You play every snap to the whistle. And you go out there and you inflict pain and intimidation upon your opponent by being faster, smarter, and more physical. You do that, it's going to be a simple game. And you do it with emotion, you do it with passion. Because today is the day the Wildcats are victorious. Today is the day Brawley High brings back the belt. So that's it. They're running in Central.
Warne Field, Brawley, California, the site of the 81st bell game between the Brawley Wildcats, Central Spartans. Welcome to VSN Livecast with me. Since day one partner, Mr. Ron Rubio, I'm Will Torrez. Ron, this is what it's all about right now.
Thank you for having me, and what an event this is going to be, folks. Some say they call it the biggest rivalry in the nation. For sure, it's the biggest one in California, and always the stakes are high, and they are high tonight.
Well, there hasn't been a time in many years where it hasn't come down to this game. Now, people thought they were going to be a little bit different. Imperial knocked off the King of the Mountains, Central, earlier in the season, and they were hyped up for the game at Shimamoto Simpson Field. but the Wildcats, after going into the third quarter, 14-14 all, just turned it up a couple of notches up and were able to just dominate the second half of that game, and that what makes this game more important. So Ron is going to explain what the scenarios are with a Brawley win and a Central win.
So after last week's game, Brawley taking care of Imperial last week, 49-28. What that did, that made Imperial go to 2-1. Brawley is undefeated at 3-0 in league. Central stands at 2-1. So you have two 2-1 teams, Imperial, Central. The roles have been reversed for Brawley was in the position Imperial was. Last week, Imperial was in the driver's seat. All Imperial had to do was beat Brawley and their IVL champs.
Exactly.
Now, boom. Role reversal. Here comes the Wildcats into Warne Field. They win. They're number one. They're the IVL champions. Now, now Central is Brawley of last week. Central, now all Central has to do is come over here, beat Brawley. It's a three-way tie. You're going to have three teams at 3-1. Brawley, Central, and Imperial. So wherever you live, whoever you're a fan of, that's a scenario, plain and simple. You win, you're first place.
Yeah, and this is going to be one of the few times that you had last week, you had the Central fans cheering on Brawley to beat Imperial. Now this week you have Imperial fan base cheering on Central, of all things, right here.
And that's a good point there. And here's another thing that very interesting, the way the schedule worked out. Brawley is took on Imperial after they came off a bye, so they had 2 weeks to prepare for that game.
Yeah.
Boom, flip the script, flip the coin, whatever you want to say. Central had 2 weeks to prepare for Brawley. So Brawley's coming at them. They had their first bye was second week of the season. They played 9 straight. So that's just a tidbit of detail, but it's a big game. It's a big game. All the stats you can talk about for the season go out the window. The important stats is what you put up tonight on offense and defense.
And this is the way it should be on this 81st Bell game. And if you tuned on a little bit early, you saw the festivities that Brawley Union High School have put on, and they were fabulous. Something that we didn't get to show was the Brawley Union High School band. I'm telling you, if you like Journey type of music from the 70s, they were getting it down. So as we're waiting right now on the field, the Frog X parachute team is getting ready to land on the field. There will be 5 parachuters coming down. The last one will be with the American flag. So it's just a spectacular pre-show. Billy Brewer, Simon Canales, Jesse Sanchez are putting on for the fans here. I hope everybody got to watch it. And to top it off, we got a football game after that. So thank you for joining us. And please go to our site, like and follow. We want to know where everybody's watching this game from. Let us know. I mean, that's something. We get the numbers, but we don't know who they are. So make sure you go to our Instagram or Facebook and let us know where you're watching the game from. Send us a message. So as we await the Frog X, it's just the atmosphere. It's 68 degrees right now, Ron. This is football weather. This is playoff weather. This is where we want to be right now.
Well, as you mentioned, the playoffs, the beautiful festivities and beautiful environment. But like you said, the meaning of all this game right here has a lot to it. Central right now, they are the number 1 team. They're ranked 29 overall in San Diego. They are the number 1 seed in Division 3.
Division 3,
They're
right.
in Division 3. And a lot can happen, and don't even ask me how to explain this stuff. But the Wildcats last week, are they coming in now?
They're coming in. The first of 5 coming in right now. And we will take a moment. This is just Brawley Union High School did this 2 years ago. They went all out. This is just, it's going to be a beautiful sight. Jerry has to get the guy coming down. Jerry has to get the person coming down, the one coming down. Oh, okay, awesome. Oh, Jerry got him. I see. guys. Good job.
That must be crazy at nighttime.
Yeah, I know it. Oh, that was the last one. Yeah. Well, Ron, I think you said it best. It's just, besides the goosebumps, and this ain't, this, here comes Old Glory coming down. This is going to be, there we go. If the size of that flag don't get you, the atmosphere of a Friday night high school football game will. I will stand back and just feel it, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, my goodness.
Oh, my. Look at that. Great landing.
Oh, wow. Look at they're showing it over there. Once again, we'd like to congratulate Brawley Union High School from the very top. The field looks beautiful. That's Carlos Alcantar and Omar taking care of the field for this 81st Bell game. Much appreciation to both those guys. Simon Canales, superintendent, Jesse Sanchez, principal, vice principal, Mr. Greg Smith, and Mr. Billy Brewer. He has really outdone it. Congratulations. This is, I mean, and as good as this is, Ron, we still have the Bell game to play. So
I mean, well, the hype is the hype. This fits the hype of this game right now.
Yeah.
All that Billy did, all the presentation that BUH put on, it's fitting for this game. It's well deserved. Both teams have had good seasons. Was there any more other than the national anthem?
I think we're waiting on the national anthem right now. That was,
It looks like
and it's
we
going
are.
to be the BUH, our BUH band. Before they go on, you got a chance to speak to Rookie come in. How was he feeling? What's going on with Coach Rookie? Well, let's just announce it. It's not a big secret, not a big deal, but TCU commit Martin.
Oh, yeah, that's good.
Jared Martin will not be playing. He will undergo. Well, I'm not even really sure, but I mean, I don't want to say because I haven't talked to Jared myself, but he will not be playing. He will be, I talked to Coach Rookie, he will be leaving at semester, and he will be playing spring ball. So that's a decision, and you know, that's it's a decision that if when you have choices, I'm okay with it. You know what I mean, Ron?
Yes, it is. And, you know, it's looking towards the future. I mean, you can't play hurt. I mean, I don't think I really, from the film that I saw against Imperial, it didn't seem he had the movement that he usually had. And you know what? TCU, thank God for TCU. They're taking care of their investment,
How about
that's
yeah.
a great deal. And that's just a great example, folks out there. You have a kid, a son or daughter that has the ability, and that's a great thing to do if you can, through athletics, get you a scholarship. There are things that can be taken care of.
So, yeah, like Ron said, man, just as we wait for the national anthem here, we will have the coin toss right after our national anthem with the captains going out on the field. Just when you thought it was over, Ron, they come out with fireworks. And from my understanding, there's going to be fireworks all evening. And I think Billy Brewer was just hoping there's fireworks after the game. So,
well, both sidelines, both coaching staffs hope for fireworks on their side, offensively speaking.
And not surprised to see standing room only. There is fans. Both sides, both stands are packed. I mean, we set up early and we came back about at 4:30, and there might have been already 100 people in line. So that's what you get out of this bell game. It's an atmosphere. But, you know, when you talk about the Brawley Wildcats, Ron, you talk, as we saw last week, an explosive offense.
So the story of last week, and as we said, it was a 14-14 tie at the end of the first half. You thought, man, this game is living up to what we expected. It was going to be a dogfight. And just like any big ball game, you don't never know what you're going to get. Is it going to be a dogfight? Is it going to be a blowout? It's going to be a mixture, you know, and that's kind of what happened. It was a combo of that, because the second half was a totally different story for the Wildcats' advantage versus what Imperial did. They were outscored, 35-14, I think? Yeah, I mean, it was – anyhow, so that being said –
well, and when you – on that, Ron, it's just like Imperial, when they went into halftime, I mean, you and I were expecting, whoa, this is going to continue to be a dogfight, man.
It's going to continue to happen. And also, the thing is, and that's the important thing, I've said it before on several broadcasts, is that there's a very important time in a football game. It's the end of it's the last 4 minutes of the second quarter and the first 4 minutes of the third quarter. It's a huge block of time. It's a huge block. In those 8 minutes, the game can turn. And that recipe, that actually happened for the Brawley Wildcats. They came out, they got an average a kickoff return. But on the very first play from scrimmage, Bubba Garcia took that ball 73 yards and got caught at the 1 yard line. And boom, Matt Gutierrez knocks it in. Brawley's up by a touchdown, 21-7. Brawley holds.
Yes.
Brawley holds them.
Right
there was a 3 and out. Boom, 3 and out. You're still in that 4 minute block of the third quarter. And what does Imperial do? They shank a punt. Brawley gets the ball at the 27 yard line. What happened? Slam. They hit Gutierrez to Garcia on a 27 yard touchdown. Come on, man. You're down by now. All of a sudden, you were tied 3 minutes ago, and now you're behind 2 touchdowns in a matter of 3 minutes.
And
so that's a tale of the tape as the Central Spartans come in with their traveling away jerseys, blue helmets, white jerseys with blue trim along with the blue white pants and trim. This is beautiful, man. This is what it's all about, as you can see them and the fans in the background. Waiting on the Wildcats as the marching band's out here. The Spartans, as they take the field, they are 7-2, as I said earlier. Overall, the 2019 ranked in San Diego section, that gives them the number 1 seed in Division III. Whereas the Brawley Wildcats moved up a lot after that. And here come the Wildcats. Look at this entrance. The whole show, man, it's rock and roll time, period. This is what you live for. You and I both played in Bell game. You know how it feels, man. I got those bumps. Whoa.
You know,
I may not talk. Whoa.
It is emotional.
It is, man.
And there's many people out there, many people that have been in that locker room, have been in that bus ride, you know, coming to Brawley or going to El Centro. They've experienced that. They know what everything that it takes to be here, all the hard work that comes through. Usually the Bell game's held during Catacall weekend, but things are a little bit different.
Very happy to hear at least the Bell game is played in November. We'll take November 1st any time of the week. Playing in November is huge. The Wildcats are playing for the Wildcats, as I said earlier. They are the ones in control of their own destiny, as well as the Central Spartans. Brawley has more to gain at this moment. Brawley is looking for, they are ranked number 20. They are ranked 18 in Division II. They were 24 last week. They bumped up 6 spots. They went from 24 to 18. They are currently number 2 in Division II. As I said, I will not be able to explain. As we're having a coin, is there a dignitary?
Yes, it's going to be the state commissioner. He's the one that flew in the Reach helicopter.
Nice.
Ron Chetty. He is the California State CIF commissioner. So Brawley welcomes him, and he's going to be the honorary coin toss.
So no doubt his first experience during the Bell game.
Captains for the Wildcats are Ron.
We have Sergio Garcia, number 3. You have Matt Moreno, number 23. Looks like Brandon Porras, number 4, and number 8, Matthew Gutierrez, all 4-year varsity players since their freshman year.
Ron, I'm going to interrupt you real quick. I'd like to say hello to people out in South Korea with their cousins, the Lopez boys, watching Jacob Lopez for the Brawley Wildcats. South Korea, we say hello to you.
Can I give out a name real quick?
You better start giving it out, because this is what it's about right now. As it's flipped up in the air and it comes down, I think Brawley might have won it. So it looks like Brawley won the toss, and they will defer to the second half. So they will be kicking to your screen from the left to the right as we get ready to start the 81st Bell game between these two great rivalries, Central Spartans and the Brawley Wildcats.
A lot on the line tonight, as we said, and it's not always like this for the Bell game, but every time it just seems like there's a whole lot at stake. Both programs are successful. Both teams are looking good. The Wildcats, as we said, they are 8-1. Their only loss was to University City. They are now looking at a number 18 seed, whereas the Central Spartans 7-2 overall, 2-1 in league. This is the important part. 2-1 in league. Brawley is 3-0 in league. Central, they knock off Brawley. It's a 3-way tie between them, and that is if Imperial takes care of business, and they're a huge favorite over Southwest tonight.
This is, I'm still in awe a little bit. Billy Brewer went all out, and I say, all of his in administration, but Billy put a lot of work. Let's show the referees for tonight as we introduced them before the kickoff. We're going to have a white hat, Mr. John Seaman, at umpire, Nathan Bacons. We're going to head linesman, Michael Garcia, line judge, Roman Rubio. Back judge will be Sean McLaughlin. those are your officials tonight for the 81st Bell game between the Brawley Wildcats and Central Spartans as we get ready to kick off. That's just
set to kick for the Wildcats. Looks like, where is the kicker? I'm looking for the kicker. Looks like Diego Padilla, number 19. Set to return, and you know it's kind of funny because it seems like Central always switches jerseys. Number 1 is now number 1's Emiliano Morales, deep to receive. He was number 5 a couple weeks back, and also back there with him will be Joshua Garcia, number 9. So those are the principals. Who will touch the ball first as the 81st Bell game is about to kick off?
don't forget to let us know. Send us a message on Instagram or Facebook. However you want to get a hold of us, let us know where you're watching the game. Make sure and like and follow as we get ready for this kickoff.
So here we go. Diego Padilla set to kick, and here we go, folks. Throw out the stats. Let's see what happens tonight. The kick is into the right side of the end zone. Our right, their left. Here comes Garcia. Garcia trying to reach the 20. Reaches out to the 25, up to the 27. Tackle there by Maceo Sims, number 18. Sims with the tackle. 1st and 10 for the Spartans. Not bad, 29-yard field position.
Okay, do you have 18? I had 13 getting on there.
That's Maceo Sims, number 18. The Spartans now. Quarterback is number 6. That is Luis Jimenez. He is a sophomore. Their running back is number 2, Nico Viesca. We'll get the numbers of the receivers and their linemen once this ball is snapped. Motion by Morales. The give to Viesca. Viesca tries the middle. Viesca, good little run. Gain of maybe 4 on the play. 2nd down and 6. The ball now at the 33-yard line of the Spartans.
Well, we will not be surprised to see the Spartans here, Ron, really focus on their running game right here.
Right.
They'll try to spread them out a little bit, let their big horses up in front, take a little bit of charge so that the running backs can get, and all he's looking for is a couple of things: to control this ball game by controlling the clock, and with their linemen to do their job. It gives them 6 yards to go for a 1st down now. Ball being placed on about the 38. 34.
Motion is Morales. You'll see this all night. That's what you call yo-yo motion. Comes back, goes forward. And there's Viesca up the middle. Viesca. He's going to drive his way for a 1st down all the way to the 40. So this is the type of offense you're going to want to see from the Spartans, that they want to have the ball. They want to control the ball.
Now he was able to get a 1st down on 2 plays.
2 plays, two good runs. Hey, but this is not nothing unfamiliar for the Wildcats. They went up a great running attack last week versus Imperial.
They did.
They had to. It was a 2-headed monster with Wesso and Robinson. You have Viesca here, and you'll also see a heavy set with Viesca as a lone back. The give is to Viesca again. He tries the right side. This time he's met behind the line of scrimmage, but he falls forward for a 1-yard gain.
Ron, that was just a beautiful performance by defensive tackle, and I can't see him. It's number 66. Is it 66? It looks
Cruz
like
de Lora.
Oh, Ron, he just got in their backfield so far. That was excellent penetration by him.
We'll get you the numbers of everybody that's out there right now. We'll try to get the offensive line in. But here we go. Second down and 9. Jimenez now rolls out to his left, shoots, intended for Morales, overthrown. First pass of the game, 3rd down and 9.
Bubba Garcia just on him. The ball was thrown a little bit high, but Bubba Garcia, he's so quick. Bubba Garcia is just so quick that he can afford to play somebody tight like that, and then he has that makeup speed that's very rare among DBs and wide receivers.
Sometimes what you want to do is take over. 3rd down and 9. 9:55 remaining.
9:55 to go.
As you can see, we have the clock on this week. Jimenez now with the first big down, 3rd down of the game. Jimenez swings it out, and it's batted down by Alec Valdez, number 9, intended for number 2. That would be Nico Viesca.
Nico
Viesca went out, tried to swing it out to the back, but a great play by the edge rusher, Alec Valdez. So now the first punt.
Something that he had a little bit of room had that pass been completed on that run.
So now the Spartans are set to punt. Back to receive at their 30-yard line. We'll get the number. The punt is up. Nice punt. Damian Clemente at his 25. Tries to juke right. Clemente to the 30. To the 35. 40. 50. Good run by Damian Clemente, where the Wildcats will take up right now for their first possession inside Spartan territory.
And that's the thing about the Wildcats, Ron. As we saw last week, they've got so many playmakers on the special teams and on the offensive side. So, top-notch barbers. Big Chris has his haircuts watching the ball game right now, getting ready for his kids' games in youth football tomorrow. Fresh cuts are always a cutaway. RDO, nothing runs like a deer. Brawley Police Foundation, supporting a safe community through partnership with the police community. Back to Ron with our play-by-play.
First and 10 for the Wildcat. Ball is spotted right at the 47-yard line. Clemente in motion. The pitch is to Clemente. Tries the left side. Does it get around? He gets enough for a gain of 8. Let's say 9. Second down and 1. The ball now inside the 40. We're going to give him at the 39-yard line. Second down and 1. Wildcats are moving fast. A little bit of a... Once you get an outside perimeter run, it's kind of like you want to get some momentum. They give us to Moreno. Moreno off the right side. Moreno gets a first down for the Wildcats. So that is a first down for the Wildcats. One thing that the Wildcats want to do when you're talking to their offensive coaches, number one, Coach Van Diver, Ray Van Diver, we have to control the line of scrimmage. By controlling the line of scrimmage, you could do what Coach Sheldon Schoonover wants to do, and that is run the ball. So control the line of scrimmage, which will lead to running the ball. That is the goal of the Wildcats tonight, and we'll tell you what the keys for the Central defense as we have a first and 10 for Matt Gutierrez, who's going to throw his first pass, and he's underthrows Roy Rosas at the 20. Underthrown, but defended well out there by number 9, Josh Garcia.
And in that instance, Rosas had to actually turn into a defensive back on that.
A great play on his part because it was underthrown. Sets up a second down and 10. Ball again is at the 37-yard line.
On the defensive side for the Spartans, some of the people you want to watch is number 59, Davian Hartfield.
Yes.
The guy is a stud. He is just an all-out type of player. He will be playing on the left side of your screen, closest to us right here.
Very good defensive tackle.
And Max Fimbres, number 75.
Max, I've heard of him. Max Fimbres, 35, taking over for Jared Martin. So again, Gutierrez shoots it out. It's open. That's Brandon Porras. Porras to the Central 24-yard line. A great out pattern there for Porras, connected by Gutierrez to Porras. First and 10 Wildcats.
At the start of the season, Ron, a lot of people, with a lot of the coaching changes that have been happening in Brawley, 4 coaches in 3 years, they just didn't think that Brawley was going to keep up that momentum they always kept. And then after this play, I'm going to talk about something, and that's going to be a penalty right there on Brawley. And I think Simon Canales said it best. He goes, he's never and I'm going to paraphrase, he never wants to be that team, and they never have been that team where the seasons go up and down. The football, in not just football, but in all their sports, they want to be that team that always stays up to par with the rest of the Valley. So for them, they do not want to be a Division 4 or 5 team that way. They want to be up there on top. It's back to Ron.
Bubba Garcia from his halfback position maybe gets a half a yard. No, he's not. He doesn't. So second down and 9. On defense, talking to Joey Denton, defensive coordinator, and Coach Brian Martin, Denton believes that if they keep everything in front of the defense, they're going to be okay. Just for example, on that play, they kept Bubba Garcia in front. They didn't let him get to the side.
Yes.
Keep the guys, keep speed in front of you. You get speed on the outside of you or behind you, you're in trouble, man. Great point by Coach Denton. So here we go, second down and, oh, my God, second down and 15? Oh, I'm sorry about that penalty. I forgot about the penalty. Ball in motion. Gutierrez, semi-roll to his left. He shoots it out. It's complete to Torrez, who gets that penalty yardage back and maybe a yard. So we're going to look at a 3rd down and 9 for the Wildcats.
Something when you talk about that play, that end around play with Bubba Garcia, Ron, that's something that worked very well last week against Imperial. So, of course, you know, when you have 2 weeks to prepare, you pay a lot of attention to that previous game.
But here's the deal. I think the Wildcats barely brought that out last week.
Oh.
They brought that out last week. I mean, we didn't see Garcia. The games we covered, you never seen Garcia coming out of the backfield. But it was a good move by Van Diver and the Wildcats. So 3rd down and 9. Gutierrez, look, he shoots. It's over. It's Bubba Garcia over the middle. Garcia brings it in despite the big hit by number 7.
Oh, man, number 7, Matt Liazar. He's a three-way starter for the Central Spartans. But it's still going to be 1st down, Brawley Wildcats.
That's the 3rd 1st down for the Wildcats. This drive started at the Central 47. They're moving pretty good. 6:28 remaining. That takes a lot of guts going over the middle. No, you're going to take a shot, man, and he took a shot. 1st and 10 for the Wildcats. Moreno in the backfield. It's option look. Moreno keeps. Gutierrez keeps. Liziola again on the tackle. Another defender that you need to pay attention for is number 14 of the Spartans. That would be Gavin Mora, number 14.
Gavin Mora, got to speak to him on Wednesday. Those boys are just excited to be out here in their bell game. And the thing about these people we've talked about, you talk about Mora, you talk about Hartfield. These guys have been with the Spartans varsity for about 3 years.
Yes, they've been there as sophomores.
And they feel that pressure. So good for them as we have a timeout right now being taken by the Central Spartans. Will Torrez, Ron Rubio will be right back after this.
Jimenez going to the right, looking for receiver. Throws it into a crowd, and number 10, Miguel Vega, with a touchdown.
Oh, here we go. Looks like Sergio Garcia trying to sweep left. He cuts back. He's going to race to the end zone. Bowls in. Cuts back behind it. Back to Warne Field as the Wildcats are setting up for a 2nd down. We're going to say a 2nd down and 5. Ball is at the 8-yard line. This is the first drive of the Wildcats. It started at the Spartan 47-yard line. We have a bunch set to the right for the Wildcats. That's to the right of Gutierrez. Gutierrez with a quarterback draw. Gutierrez walks in untouched. Touchdown Wildcats, first score of the 81st bell game. Goes to the Wildcats.
And none other than 4-year starter than Matthew Gutierrez, which had a stellar game last week on both sides of the ball.
Both sides of the ball.
Even cramped up a little bit, but I as we watch this replay, that with just Gutierrez going in there.
That was a really good.
Gutierrez gets the ball, fakes
quarterback draw or quarterback lead. You call that a lead. He just went in there. Nobody touched him.
Nobody touched him going in there. So,
and as Diego Padilla sets to kick, I believe that is Padilla. The hold will be by Brandon Torrez. It is Diego Padilla. Padilla, the senior, knocks it through. So, with 5:40 remaining off the first drive for the Wildcats, with short field, Wildcat 7, Spartan 0.
Escad Realty, the mark of excellence. Imperial Irrigation District, your local public water and energy company. I'd like to say hello in Seattle to the Dom team, Mr. Dog and Andrew Dom, watching all the way from Seattle, getting ready for that.
Doug must be on his own over there because I see his boys right underneath us.
Well, yeah, it probably is him, but he's going to go. I think he's going to the USC game is what he's doing, yeah. So he had a pretty good reason to miss it. He had a couple of games that were on his bucket list and he wanted to watch them. Doug, glad you at least are watching over there. Marianne Valenzuela Feenley, your State Farm insurance agent in Imperial Valley. Grasso's, that fine Italian dining dinner, and also congratulations to Hank Barron. He was inducted this year by the Brawley Hall of Fame as a golfer. So named to the Hall of Fame of Brawley. So thank you very much to Hank Barron as we get ready for the Wildcats to kick off as they take the lead 7-0 over the Central Spartans.
And here comes Padilla set to kick. Back to receivers Morales, that's number 1. And that's Josh Garcia. He's dangerous, but he catches it in the end zone. Ball will be placed at the Central 20-yard line. Well, we can knock out a few people here where they're at, where they're watching. Number 1, Jared Cato, Oxnard, California. Here's the one I find very interesting, Amanda Plessberger. She's watching the game from Bergenhausen, Bavaria, Germany. Take that, dude.
Name.
Say that real fast. Bergenhausen, Bavaria, Germany. Amanda, thank you for watching. Can't wait to see you again.
But is she a Wildcat or a Spartan?
She's a Wildcat. She's a Wildcat.
Right. Well, either way, good. Good to both. We want to hear from the Spartans also.
So here comes Vieska off the left side. Vieska with another good run. So Vieska with a good run, tackled there by number 42, Blake Riley. And now so far we've seen 3, the Spartans had 1 first down by runs. They're looking at a 2nd down and 4. This is, I believe, what they want to do. Ricky Pena one thing that Ricky wanted to do is stick to the responsibilities of the game and eliminate errors.
And
those were the keys to his victory. Eliminate errors, Ronnie, and we're going to be okay and stick to responsibilities. Do your job. Vieska to the right side. Vieska was wide open and tackled down by Matthew Gutierrez.
Yeah.
So they're at the 42-yard line. This drive has started at the Central 20.
So something that's interesting that we haven't been able to see, Brawley actually has a live stream of VSN on the Central side. If we can get a shot of that, I'd like to show the audience that. That is actually pretty cool. Something that'd be cool to invest in there.
So here we go. 1st and 10 for the Spartans. They're now at their 42-yard line. Motion by number 1, that being Emiliano Morales. Morales give us to Vieska off the left side, and man, they're big hole to the left side. Tackled there by Matt Gutierrez, but not until he gains to the 50-yard line.
Well, the thing is, when you got Matthew Gutierrez making the tackles, he's I know he plays that outside linebacker, but he's also the starting quarterback.
So that's something that is very, very, how would you say, delicate ground they're walking on, the Wildcats. Now, they're investing in this game. Like we said, I think they have more to lose than the Spartans. Wouldn't you say so? I mean, depends on what you're thinking. So here we go. 2nd down and 1 from the 50. Here's that heavy set with Vieska, the lone regret. Vieska trying the right side. He's weaving. He found a crack, and he got more than just a crack. He's got a big old gash, and he bowls his way to the 40. So he gained. I'm gonna give him 9 yards on that.
Yeah, Ron, and let's not be surprised.
No, I mean this.
We are not surprised one bit. Some team taking over or Central Spartans coming back strong. Not one bit surprised. We got 2 good coaching staffs that adjust in every play, and it might come down to who adjusts to the game at the end of the game the best.
That's exactly right. So the heavy set again is there. They're loading up. Vieska now a little bit of movement on the line. I'm gonna say movement. Real quick, before we get out of this heavy set, let's talk about who's out there for the Spartans. At tackle, we have Alexander Sandoval. That's number 77. At right guard, you have Julian Hernandez. That's number 68. Your center that was Alexander Sandoval. Julian Hernandez is your right guard. Your right tackle is Andres Contreras. Your left guard is number 79, Sergio Perez. And your left tackle is number 55, Edwin Contreras. So now with the 1st down for the Spartans, this is their 2nd one of the drive. Jimenez back at quarterback, Vieska in the backfield to give us to Vieska. Vieska middle, running in the middle, churning them legs, pushing the Wildcats back. And
JR.
He gets 4 yards of the 5 yards that were knocked off from the illegal procedure. We're looking now at a 2nd down and 11.
One of the things that's happening here with VSN is Alex Garcia has joined us. He has helped Joaquin Matus. They are making a great team up here, and I'd like to say hello to his brother, JR, all the way in Oklahoma.
Way to go, JR. Good to see you out there.
Good to hear from you. Has been a while, but Oklahoma City all the way to Warne Field here.
Fake to Viesca. Jimenez rolls right. Man open.
Oh.
And is
Did
it
he
caught?
get it? No, they're going to call that incomplete.
On the
Ron.
ground. That was number 21, C.J. Acosta. Acosta had it on his hand. He was wide open.
Yeah, you're talking he would have been easily 5 yards.
I think he would have easily maybe have gotten that first down. Instead, it's 3rd down and 11.
And those are the little things, Ron, like you don't they could have, let's just say, they could have been facing a 3rd and 3,
Yes.
And now they're looking at 3rd and 11, which makes
It's
a
a
big
harder
difference.
play count. Yeah, it's
But it
hard,
could be 4th down territory. I don't know.
We'll see.
With 2 minutes to go left in the first quarter.
Jimenez starting to look. Are the Wildcats showing some blitz movement? Jimenez rolls right. He's trying to set up a screen, and it's snipped out by Blake Riley.
42, Blake Riley.
That's Blake Riley.
That was just a phenomenal play. He might have just.
Andrew Tigert along, number 56, and number 57 of the Wildcats.
Number 57 of the Wildcats comes in there. Not only, Riley might have just changed the momentum on. That's Franco Morales, number 57. But Riley might have changed that little momentum that the Spartans had before that penalty got called, because they didn't keep moving forward after that penalty, Ron.
So now set to punt is number 53 of the Spartans. Nice punt. It looks like it'll go roll out at, we'll see where they mark it. Mark it at the 16.
Some of our favorite people all the way from Dallas. Happy birthday, Ben and Patty. Watching from Dallas, cheering on their Wildcats, past alumni and past board member. Thank you very much for watching.
Javier Galindo, 53, good punt, puts the Wildcats at their 17-yard line. Second possession of the game for Brawley at the 17-yard line. So the Wildcats with a 7-0 lead, 1:35 remaining. It's been kind of a quick, I would say it was a quick first quarter because of the running that's been going on. Wildcats now in this set. Clemente in motion, fake the pitch. Gutierrez looks, he shoots. It's high in the air. There's Bubba Garcia. To the 45. Now, had he not had to wait for it, he might have been gone.
Now, as we watch the replay here, you're going to see that Gutierrez just threw the ball up in the air. Bubba climbed up to get it. You're going to see he gets about a couple of feet under. Garcia backs up. Ball goes deep, and you're going to see Bubba just
get it. So now we have a first down for the Wildcats. They're inside just like that from their own 17 to the Spartan 45. So we have a first down and 10 for the Wildcats, 1:16 remaining. One of the things Coach Brian Martin said as well, they said keep everybody in front, but you have to tackle well as well.
Yeah.
You have to tackle. So very good points. So what we're going to get to is a lot of these coaches, what they said, the one thing they believe their team needs to do to win. Gutierrez again looking to go through the air. Gutierrez shoots it out, complete to Clemente at the 40. Tackled there by number 1 Morales along with 0. That would be Francisco Terrell.
One of the things we will not see, there is no wind at all. It's just
0.
a beautiful, beautiful evening. So there is
a little bit of wind, a little bit of a breeze. Wildcats now with a second down and 4 inside the 40, we'll say the 39.
This is one of those situations you're going to want these Spartans to start buckling down. I mean, to go down, 2 scores, Ron. It's. I know it's early, ending of the first quarter, but
they gave us to Boras on the outside. Boras to the 40, gets to the 35, the 30, and out to the 25. A little bit of that's the tackling that needs to happen. I mean, he got around some guys, got 5 yards. Now he busted up, takes it all the way to the 25. And just like you said, Will, I mean, you don't want to get in a hole, a 2-touchdown hole right off the bat.
As we watch this, Ron, you're going to see Boras almost gets ahead of his lineman. He breaks a couple of tackles, but he's just running hard and low, Ron.
Nice block there by pulling guard Connor Kopnick.
Like
so at the end of the first quarter, we have the Brawley Wildcats 7, Central Spartans 0.
The Brawley Police Foundation is an independent, nonprofit organization that provides grant funding and crucial resources to the Brawley Police Department, with programs that would normally not be funded. These programs directly improve public safety and enhance the quality of life for our citizens.
Welcome back as we get ready to start the second quarter of the 81st Bell game between the Central Spartans and Brawley Wildcats. Wildcats look like they're ready to go.
The Wildcats are ready to push. They have momentum on their side right now. We're looking at a first down and 10 to give us to Moreno off the right side. Moreno gashes him for 5 yards. Second down. I'm going to give him, let's say 6. Give him 6. Second down and 4. Ball right at the 20-yard line. Right hash, wide side to the left of the offense of the Wildcats. That will be, as we said before break, and Will mentioned it, you don't want to get in a 2-touchdown behind by 2 scores right off the bat. So will the defense of the Spartans bend right now but not break? We'll have to see. Second down. That's Gutierrez again with a quarterback lead. He tried the right side. They got a flag. And there's, you know what? They're missing. It seems like there's some missing tackles out there.
Yeah, I mean, but they're getting there. They're
getting there. They need to wrap. Now the flag.
And I think that's probably just a second flag of the ball game. The thing is, we're going to be looking at probably most likely a hold against the Wildcats. And just like when the Spartans were marching down the field, that penalties that kind of hesitated their momentum forward to the end zone. And that's something the Wildcats cannot afford to do. And we'd like to thank the people in San Diego, which is one of our biggest growing communities. CJ Torrez out there watching. Thank you very much. As we get ready for John Seaman, we have a holding against the Wildcats. And it's going to be a second down, but, you know, it puts them in a tough, I wouldn't say real tough situation, but it still puts them at 2nd and 15, Ron. 2nd
and 15, and the positive thing, there's at the Spartan 30-yard line, so second down and 15. That's a spot foul, right? I mean, from the spot or what?
Yes, it goes from the line of scrimmage. Oh. If it's behind it, they'll be spotted there.
Gutierrez now, he's looking to his left. He shoots it to his left. He's looking for Garcia, and Garcia comes up with it, and it's a touchdown. Oh, man. Garcia tracks the ball like no one I've seen in a long, long time. Garcia, in between 2 defenders, still brought it down.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't even think there was going to be a possible way for him to bring it down. I hope we're able to watch this because, I mean, this ball went all the way to Seattle where Dom's at and come down back at Warne Field.
It had the arch, and boom, he just came down.
Yeah,
Garcia was there.
Yeah.
Josh Garcia was there, could not make it. So here comes Diego Padilla for the extra point with 10:29. High snap, and it's blocked.
And
high snap.
Yeah.
You never know. That could be the play. So with that being said, with 10:29 remaining, the Wildcats of Brawley, 13. Spartans of El Centro, 0.
Intercare, would like to give a big shout out to Yvonne Bell. Great communication, great partnership we have with Intercare.
Nice.
Could not do it without her. She's a big supporter of the Girls Flag Football League here in Imperial Valley as our player of the game.
I'd like to meet her.
Oh, I'm not kidding you. One of the nicest since day one,
nice.
Ron, since we started talking, great person. Burgers and Beer, for the best burgers in town. CR&R Incorporated, the face of a greener generation. Havens Landscaping with us since we started the live streaming. Appreciate the Havens family. And look, I know one of them's watching from Pennsylvania, and the other one is they might have a game tomorrow, and they'll be at Arizona. So good luck to them. Reach Medical Response Service. Thank you, Donnie Wharton and Company. Ojeda Industries, Tony and Patricia Ojeda, always coming through for Valley Sports Network. Much appreciate their support.
You know, we were talking about what the coaches were thinking, what they need to do to win games. And Coach Landy, his thing was be more physical than Central.
And Brawley hasn't had an issue being physical.
And I think Brawley's been more finesse right now at this point. Garcia to the 20. Garcia to the 30. Garcia falls forward to the 35. Good punt, kickoff return, and a flag.
Looks like there's going to be. I didn't see it.
I didn't see it either. I was looking at the run.
But Ron, when you say Brawley's looking more finesse, but could you actually be physical and finesse? Because I'm kind of seeing that out of the Wildcats.
Yes. Well, on some of the runs that they've had, there is some physicality in there. The reason I'm not saying that Wildcats are being more physical because Central is running the ball on them right now. But Landy's point is they have to be more physical. But here's the thing: they're moving the ball on the Central's moving the ball on Brawley on the ground. But do they have the points yet?
Yeah,
See, that's the deal.
Yeah, that's
so
true.
they have got to turn in that success on the ground into points. So right now, it's that's what's happening. It's kind of a tug of war. That's how football plays out. I mean, you're doing good here. We're not doing so good here on certain things now.
So it looks like, no, we're going to have a personal foul, and it's going to offset. So the ball will start right there. We have one on Central and one on Brawley. So offsetting penalties, and it'll be right where it went out of bounds at.
Wait, where he went out of bounds? Really?
Yeah. Well, it's offsetting.
Well, once they reset, they're going to re-kick. If they're offsetting.
Yeah, they replay the down.
We'll replay the down.
Hey, so, Ron, one of the reasons and I'm going to use Bubba as an example, Garcia. I just think he's being more physical at the wide receiver spot, going up and getting that ball.
Getting the ball on that one play where that started the drive, that big shot right off the bat, man.
The middle, when he got it in the middle.
That ball was high, and as a DB, you want them to throw the ball high like that. Why? Because it takes a while to get there, and Garcia slowed down his route to get it, so he tracked it better. He went up for it, and that is being physical. That is, as they say, as a receiver versus DB, it's a jump ball. Who wants it more? Go get it, man. Effort.
I'd like to remind the people on our Instagram and I believe on our Facebook, it's Vote for the Player of the Game. We will be giving that award out tomorrow. So go online and vote for the Player of the Game, which will be chosen at the end of today's game, and we will announce it tomorrow. And that will it was a great success last year with Alexandria. She ran a great program. We got Joaquin Matus running it this year. So make sure to go online and vote for the Player of the Game at tonight's 81st Bell game. And this will move the Wildcats back 5 yards. And every yard's counting right now, Ron. That's the other thing right now. You get a good return off these Wildcats right now. But look, I mean, we had this kicker right here. Is this Padilla right here?
That's Padilla.
Yeah.
Kicking from the – so it's a 5-yard penalty assessed on Brawley.
Yes, it was on that kickoff. But Padilla has the leg. Will he get it past that end zone, the goal line? No. So you're looking at pretty good return back from these Spartans.
And a nice squibber. So that does take time. Look at that. Garcia fields it at his 10. He's rolling to his left, trying to get around. But the Wildcats making him stretch it out, running east and west, not north and south. So he's picked it up at the 10. They're going to spot it at. Checking out the flank here. Looks like they're spotting it at the 19.
It looks like 27 is the one that tripped him up for the Wildcats. That's Benji Lemontag.
Benji Lemontag, a sophomore kid.
Sophomore kid getting in there with some speed. Now his dad's the photographer, right?
Yes, sir.
Oh, those are some awesome pictures. Look, the Wildcats better hurry it up because these Spartans are ready to roll right now.
10-14, Viesca tries the left side. Viesca again, maybe this time gets 1 yard on the play. 2nd down and 9.
Like to congratulate, while we have a little bit of time, we know he's watching, his coach Jason Turner from the Hopeville Vikings for going 10-0 in the regular season, winning their division. Their game was last night over Calipatria.
Good game.
And, like Ron said, Ron was pretty impressed with Calipatria. So credit to both teams as they look forward to going into the playoffs next week.
Viesca now up the middle. Viesca with room. Viesca with the first down. They're going to spot it at a first down. The ball will be right at the 29. 1st and 10 for the Spartan. So here's a very important drive for Central.
Yeah.
Number one, the ideal thing is to drive it down, get a touchdown, get back in the game. They're not out of the game, as you said. It's still plenty of time, but you don't want to hand the ball over to Brawley, put the pressure on your defense, of maybe giving up a third touchdown.
Well, I think this series is the important one, Ron.
Yeah,
because,
it really is.
Because if not, you'll be punting it and actually giving them good field position. So a first down would be key right here.
Vieska now trying the left side out of that power set. It looks like they're going to give them 2 or 3. There's some dragging going on over there. One thing that Rick Rubio, defensive coordinator for Brawley, said, their key to victory on defense is to have relentless effort on every play. So, that sounds pretty good.
And that should be self-explanatory and expected in this type of game.
Exactly. So that's what they expect from it. The cool thing about both teams, they have very good coaching staffs.
Yeah, very.
These guys have been around. Their coaching is consistent. That's why these programs are really good right now. So there's Morales in motion. They give us to Vieska. Vieska trying the middle again. Vieska maybe gets 2 on it. Looks like Blake Riley there. Let's see who's getting up off the ground there. Looks like big number 75, Jack Fisher, coming off. So the Wildcats, did they gain a yard on there? If not, yes, it looks like a yard. Looking at the yard marker there. Ball's at the 34-yard line. 3rd down and 5, 8:02 remaining. Big 3rd down, Will.
It is. We were just talking about that. He's
rolling out. Jimenez is looking. He's rushed. He's just going to get rid of it.
No, and pressure being applied there by Andrew Camilo, and that pressure is the one that made him get rid of that ball early. And this is what we were talking about.
Mm-hmm.
The Spartans did not want to have to punt to these Wildcats. Well, at least not from inside their territory.
They got 1 first down out of that. Now they're set to punt for the 3rd time. So 3 possessions, 3 punts for the Spartans right now.
So you're looking at the Wildcats getting the ball back around. You're going to see them close to the 50.
They're going to have pretty good field position. So Javier Galindo, number 53, set to kick. Kicks it right to Damian Clemente, who fields it at the 35. And a good tackle there.
Excellent tackle by number 27 of the Spartans coming in there, and that's Angel Vasquez. It was just a great tackle.
Good tackle.
If you're going to teach somebody how to tackle, you need to show them that clip right there of Angel Vasquez making that
Especially tackling a quick kid like Clemente. So the Wildcats now will have their 3rd possession. It's going to start at their own 38-yard line.
We start to feel the chill of the air right now, and it just reminds you of playoff weather right now. And then this game has those same type of playing styles.
The pitch out to Porras. Brandon Porras to the right side. Porras tackled by Liziola, number 7. Porras with a gain of 5.
One thing we're noticing, Ron, when I look back at after the tackle has been made, Ron, I see the linemen. They're all running. They're all pulling, to lead that blocker. I'm seeing no lineman standing up by the time Clemente gets tackled there. So good job by the offensive linemen of these Wildcats.
We'll get to the Wildcat offensive line right now as we have a 2nd down and 5. They give us to Moreno. Moreno to the right side. Moreno is going to fall forward. He gets a first down all the way to the 50-yard line, leading the drive for the offensive line of the Brawley Wildcats.
Ron, last week, one thing about Moreno that we saw in the Wildcats, and we're seeing the same thing again today. Once Moreno gets hit, he's getting positive yards. He's getting 2-3 yards after that first touch.
First contact.
Yeah.
Leading out that offensive line is senior, number 78, Alejandro Cota. Cota's in the middle of the mix with the halo. We'll give you the rest of the offensive line as we get this first down to quick out to Brandon Porras to the 50. And a good tackle by Emiliano Morales. So, hey, man, he kept it to a 3-yard gain, 2-yard gain. Great tackling there by Morales.
Those are the type of plays that have potential to be big.
Yeah,
numbers.
it looks big. And they're going to come back to that. So, great play by Morales.
Well, I'll tell you what, they're putting the Spartan defense
on
their heels, Ron,
exactly.
Because this is not as typical as the old Wildcats that everybody was used to, running in between the tackles with that veer offense.
Now
I mean, it was successful. Don't get me wrong. It was successful. This is just a new look.
But the balance attack is that's a hard thing to plan for.
That's the key right there, Ron. The balance attack.
Again, here's that quarterback lead by Gutierrez, leading up with Moreno, followed by the quarterback Gutierrez. Did he get 2 yards? Yes, he did, all the way to the 45. 3rd down and 5. Back to that offensive line. As I said, you have number 78, Alejandro Cota, your right guard, Cruz Delora, number 66. Right tackle, Drake Seals, number 59. Your left guard is Connor Kopnick, a junior, 52. And your left tackle is senior, Joe Lopez, number 70. 3rd down and 5. 5:18 remaining. Wildcats looking for their 3rd score. Gutierrez is looking to his left. He shoots. He's open. That's Bubba Garcia taking it all the way to the 25. So a big play for the Wildcats.
Not only do they get in and gain some more yards in Central Territory, Ron, but they do it while eating up some of that clock with less than 5 minutes to go until the half. And this, Ron, you did say it, this game is going kind of quick a little bit.
So you have a completion. They move the chains. The clock keeps running after a completed pass, right, or what?
No, as soon as the chains are set.
As
soon as the chains are set, they get the clock going.
So now a big drive for the Central Spartan defense. A hold is mandatory at this point right now. You don't want to get behind by 3 touchdowns. 1st and 10 for the Wildcats. Gutierrez again. He still pitches it to Moreno. Moreno's loose. Moreno is in for a touchdown. Man, oh man, what a read that was.
Yes.
Did not give up on the play. The pitch was legal. Is there a flag?
There is a flag, and let me see if I can catch it on this replay right here. As we see Gutierrez go, he pitches it.
Was it illegal pitch?
Well, let's see. They got
holding. Brawley, bring it back.
That was just an excellent play by Gutierrez to be able to pitch that when he was in the grasp of the defensive player.
So the holding must have been, who knows if it was on the keep by, if it was on the keep or was it out on the pitch. I don't know who called that. Was it the flank or umpire? But either way, Central dodges a bullet.
Central
dodges a bullet, man.
But you got to take advantage of it.
Take advantage of it. Now, ball's back to the 25-yard line.
I mean,
and it must have been on the pitch, Will, because
look where they marked it off from, right? Because if it's in front of the line of scrimmage, they mark it from there.
Right. 1st and 10 for the Wildcats. No harm done other than taking away 6 points. Ball still at the 25-yard line. 4:17 remaining for the Wildcats.
Yeah, we're watching the replay on that screen up there right now. It's pretty cool.
Motion by Clemente. The pitch to Clemente to the left side, trying to get left. And great defense by the Spartans.
You see number 0 coming up there. That's Francisco.
Javi. They call him Javi. That's what,
Javi
I forgot.
Terrell.
Yeah, Javi.
Did I say that right? Ron?
Javi, yeah, Terrell. It looks like Clemente is a little bit banged up, dinged up. He's going to come out. Clemente has had a concussion injury not too long ago. He will be put on the sidelines. 2nd down, no gain on the play. 2nd down and 10. Ball is right at the 25. Wide side of the field is to the right for the Wildcats. 3:27 remaining. Gutierrez looking. Gutierrez shoots.
Oh,
and it's holding.
Yeah,
they're going to get Liziola for holding tight end number 10, Roy Rosa. Is that an automatic 1st down or is it just 10 yards?
No, it's going to be good question, but I believe it is because it also depends when the holding happened, if the ball's in the air or before the ball was in the air. And that's what Mr. John Seaman's looking at right now. If the holding happened
when
the ball was in the air, yes, then it turns into that pass interference 1st down. So we'll see right now. So right now they had a 2nd and 10. As we look at John Seaman, illegal man downfield against the Wildcats.
Whoa.
That's why that conversation was going on.
Offset.
That's why that conversation was going on. I go, why are they explaining it? But what it was is there was 2 penalties on the field here.
Okay, I didn't see the 2nd flag. So now
You know who else is in Oklahoma? Mr. Allen Phillips.
That's right.
I was just thinking. I read.
Oh, that's right. He said
Yeah.
he mentioned that at the luncheon that he was
He
heading over.
has.
It's homecoming, I believe.
It's homecoming, and he has season tickets up
Good
there.
for
So
him.
I'd like to say hello to Mr. Allen Phillips.
Gutierrez now with still 2nd and 10. Gutierrez shoots it out to Roy Rosas. Rosas to the 20. Rosas to the 10. Rosas is in. Touchdown, Brawley. Oh, man. So the Wildcats with 3:11 remaining have scored their 3rd touchdown. It's 19-0. Do they go for 2 or will they go for 1?
Well, it's just a scoring machine right now. I mean,
The Wildcats are
Yeah.
hitting right now on all cylinders. The offense is moving.
look how good this play developed, Ron. For him to go to the outside, the quickness, boom, you hit him out there, he beats.
But here was a good block by number 7, Seth Hoskins.
Seth
Great block.
Hoskins, yeah.
What a great block that was by junior Seth Hoskins. Padilla again down the middle. So, with 3:11 remaining in the 2nd quarter, we have the Brawley Wildcats 20, Central Spartans 0.
La Fonda Bar and Grill. Experience the vibrant flavors of Mexico. Imperial Flying Service, proud supporter of our U.S. military. El Centro Police Department, dedicated to serving our community. Imperial Valley College, proud sponsors of VSN's live stream. Driscoll's, custom embroidery and letterman's jacket. Desert RV and Towing, your 24-hour off-road recovery. Casbros, custom t-shirts, signs, and banners. Hart Insurance, your full-service insurance agency. That's Liz and the girls. Johnny's Burritos, located in Brawley, El Centro, and Imperial. Imperial Valley Tradition. As we get ready to kick off again, the Wildcats.
Padilla with the kick 2. Garcia at the 1. He's at the 15. He has a little bit of a room. Garcia. And if it wasn't for Lemon Tang tripping him up at the 30, he could have been gone.
I'll tell you what, Lemon Tang, that's 2 tackles in a row, back to back. And Joshua Garcia is the type.
He's dangerous, man.
Yes,
we
he
saw
is.
him against Coachella.
Twice.
Yeah.
Not just, he's been our player of the game twice already.
So Josh Garcia has the ability with good returns, and the Spartans needed the ball now at their own 32-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Spartans. It's their 4th possession of the game. Viesca, nothing doing.
And
that's number 8, Matt Gutierrez, along with number 42, Blake Riley.
Yeah, these Wildcats are starting to get a momentum that's going to be hard to stop. You know, but then again, they got halftime with 2 minutes.
There's halftime
approaching.
remaining.
Yeah, they're going to make adjustments, and you know, at the same time, the Brawley Wildcats can't take it easy either.
2nd down and let's say 13. Ball now at the 29-yard line. Short motion by. And there's
Wide
a throw
open.
wide open, and you got to make that play. You've got to complete that pass. Incomplete, intended for Garcia. Jimenez with a little bit too much muscle on that. Make it a 2nd and 28. Hey, he got behind that DB over there.
That was Clemente over there, number 2. Now, I didn't get to see it, but
I didn't see it develop either. I was checking out the pass protection, which was good.
I did see that Clemente, I mean, I don't think he went down all the way, but he's coming off the field right now. Did he come off the field earlier? Was that him?
That was him who came off a little bit.
It was, huh?
So now 3rd down and 13. Jimenez again sets up the screen. That's Garcia. Garcia trying to get to the outside, but no, he cannot. Trying to see who made that tackle for the Wildcats, but great pursuit by the defense to limit that. Looked like it was open. 4th down and again.
I just seen that these 4th down situations are coming much too often for the Central Spartans, Ron.
So the Spartans have 4 possessions. This is their 4th punt. The Wildcats have had 3 possessions, 3 touchdowns. That's the difference, folks.
I'll tell you what, if they use that time management like the JV used yesterday against the Spartans, you might see the Wildcats score again. So Conde Real Estate and Mortgage. For lower payments, reduced interest rates, expert guidance, give Roseanne Arroyo a call. Sewing Exchange, fast, reliable service for all your tailoring needs where quality meets convention. El Centro Motors, whether you like to shop online or prefer the human connection, the team at El Centro Motors is here to help you.
You can buy a car online from Central Motors.
Well, wouldn't you rather buy one online, Ron? And you don't deal with it, you just go pick it up? I mean,
yes, that'd be cool.
I think I would like that.
Yeah,
I mean, of course, my cars are 20 years old plus.
Hey, well, you take care of them, man.
Tommy Britton, we know you're watching Big
Tommy
Hoss. We
boy.
love you. We love you, Tommy.
First down from the 45-yard line of the Spartans. The Wildcats now trying to put the hammer down. Gutierrez looks, he shoots, he swings it out to Matthew Moreno. Makes a move on the linebacker and takes it all the way to the 29-yard line. Good move.
Let's just look at these moves by Matthew Moreno on that. And he jukes out two people on that little flat pass, Ron. There he goes with that little wheel route. There's, boom, juke
Gavin
to the
Mora,
left.
a great defender.
Jabs to the right, boom. And it takes 2-3 Spartans to bring him down. Just an excellent move by that Moreno tradition.
And good effort on
back.
Gavin Mora, man. He went out there, he got juked out, but he hustled back and made the tackle. And I think we have a timeout for the Wildcats, Will.
Yep, we have a timeout now, so we will go into break from this.
At Burgers and Beer, our customers are like family. Let's hear what a few of them have to say about us.
We're here at Burgers and Beer with the best burgers in town.
We get to sit together and enjoy the great food.
I like from Burgers and Beers and the lemonade.
For the fresh iced tea, whether it's breakfast, lunch, or dinner.
It was wonderful, very fast, very efficient.
I love the great food and family environment.
I love the burgers and the customer service.
So come and see us and find out for yourself at Burgers and Beer.
Back to Warne Field with 1 minute, 18 seconds remaining. The Wildcats now at the 30-yard line of the Spartans. Burst and 10 for the Wildcats. This is their fourth possession of the game. Moreno single back. Gutierrez, look, he cocks, he's giving chase. He has room to the right. He's going to get rid of it. Incomplete, so they put pressure on.
Yeah, there will be a penalty on that with no receiver out there. Yeah.
So intentional grounding.
So the rules aren't the same just because you're out of the tackle zone right there. They're not the same as in high school. No,
or
you need
college.
Yeah, right. So these are the high school rules. So you're going to have – they're going to waive it off. Well, and that's actually – okay, so what I'm going to read into that is that there was probably a wide receiver there. There was somebody there to call it. So I don't know.
Second down and 10 for the Wildcats. As we said, the ball's at the 29-yard line, 1:10 remaining. The Wildcats now with two receivers on both sides. The wide side's to the left of Gutierrez. Gutierrez looks, Gutierrez steps, he's pressured. Hartfield chasing Hartfield and completes it to Garcia. Garcia is going to get a first down.
Nah, that was just good
effort.
Yeah, good effort, good communication. That's what that communication between the quarterback and your receiver, they read each other. It looks like we have a player down on the field.
It looks like it's a Spartan.
The Spartan. So, looks like he's going to be okay, and have a little time to read some of our sponsors, something that we cannot do without. We thank each and every one of them. Alfred Distributing, family-owned and operated business since 1947. Arctic Air, proud sponsor. Dependable AC repair, service you can trust. Glad to be the #1 air conditioning company of Valley Sports Network. Once again, top-notch barber, always a fresh cut away. RDO. Nothing runs like a deer. Did he get up, Ron?
He got up, and I'm not sure they let him stay in.
No, they can't. If the timeout's called on an injury, he has to at least come out for one play. So the clock will start right away because it was a completion. So as soon as that first down is called, we get it.
And here comes that quarterback lead again, and trying to wrap him up. Let's get that number of the kid coming up, number 52 of the Spartans.
52 of the Spartans comes in there.
Isaiah Aguirre.
Had him by the shoelaces, did not want to let him go.
So you have Isaiah Aguirre, number 52. You have Davion Hartfield, number 59. You have Ryan Smith, number 35. I'm sorry, number 33, I believe Ryan Smith is.
Also, I'd like to say, both teams' assistant coaches from the Central Spartans, you have Joseph Denton, Brian Martin, Danny Alacron, David Salgado, Sean Kobe, Fletcher, Anthony Lycos, Brian Valenzuela, back to Ron.
Gutierrez shoots it out to Seth Hoskins. Hoskins is going to get tackled at the 5. Good route by Hoskins.
That's a name I haven't heard in a while. But
he's a junior, and he's in for Clemente, it looks like. So the
good
Wildcats now with another timeout.
So we have Benny Carter Martin, Kevin Lawrence, Mike Reyes, and that is the Central Spartans coaching staff assistants. A lot of credit to them. So with that said, VSN will be right back after this. Ron, you want to say?
Whether you're looking to purchase or sell, your next home awaits. Give the Dom team a call. With over 50 years of experience and over 100 years in the Imperial Valley, Andy and Doug can help you find the right home at the right price fast. Visit us online at www.thedomteam.com and let Andrew and Doug find the perfect home for you. Call today, 760-337-8600.
Watching from Fort Sill in Oklahoma, former referee for Imperial Valley, that's Vanessa Real. Thank you very much, and could not miss these people right here as we have another timeout, but we'll see a couple of shout-outs out here. My partner, Ron Rubio, will.
Former player for the Wildcats, Mikey Benson, watching from Conroe, Texas, and Brian Benson from San Diego, the Benson brothers, along with mom and dad over there, Bob Benson and Linda Benson.
Yeah, those people, that whole Benson
Good
family.
football family.
Yeah, and there's one person we cannot forget. He's been an active watcher from VSN. He was in the service a lot of years, and I believe now he is in the Washington, Seattle, Portland area. That's one of our ex-players, Abraham Lopez.
Abraham. Way to go, Abraham.
I do believe he's a police officer now. Bernie Sanders watching from Sacramento, and I wish they would let us know if they're former Central Spartan or Wildcats, but that's okay.
First and goal for the Wildcats after that reception by Seth Hoskins at the 4-yard line. 12 seconds remaining. How many plays do the Wildcats have? And he's in. A nice little swing out to, they call that a Texas route, I believe, and that's Mackie Moreno. So Moreno puts up the 4th touchdown for the Wildcats.
Well, it's just sheer dominance by these Wildcats.
Right now, the Wildcats, they came out to play. Their offense is clicking. So now the Wildcats have a 26-0 lead with 8 seconds remaining. That was the Wildcats' 4th possession of the game, and it's their 4th touchdown. Diego Padilla set to kick. Padilla with 8 seconds remaining, and good clock management, Will.
Yeah,
and that's Padilla, splits it right through. Using the timeouts, using the good field position they had, the Wildcats now lead 27-0.
So with 8.2 seconds to go, Ron, the Central Spartans will get the ball. But, I mean, unless you get an excellent kickoff, I mean, you're still looking. They have 2 timeouts. But They want to go into the Armory right now at halftime, and they just want to reassess everything that's going on.
And reset, man.
Yeah, and reset. So the thing is, to start the second half, the Wildcats are going to start to get with possession of the football. Now, of course, they deferred to it. That doesn't mean they're going to get it, but most likely they will still. Well,
you know what? The Wildcats have scored 4 touchdowns. 2 of their touchdown drives started. One was at the 47. That was their first possession at the 47-yard line. Short field, half a field. And just right now, 45-yard drive, man. So, you're putting pressure on your defense by not being able to score on offense, of course. But also having a short field as Diego Padilla squibs it to number 20, who falls down at the 30-yard line.
So if people were wondering, the type of schedule that the Wildcats had, are they for reals or is their schedule soft? But after that uni game, that adjustment they made in the second half, Ron.
The Imperial game?
No, the University game.
Right.
Yeah, where University was in control, and then the Wildcats were able to. They didn't win the game, but they knew what they were up. They weren't that shell shocked, and then they come into Imperial, and just this is the team we saw in Imperial right here. That second half team. This is what we're seeing out of the Wildcats.
Exact. Good point. Well, the momentum they had on offense from the second half and the whole game has showed itself here at the Bell game.
And that is so hard to do, Ron.
That's so hard to
keep
be
that
like
momentum
right.
going. I mean, look, the Central Spartans had 2 weeks to prepare for this.
Jimenez now swings it out. A short screen to number 1. That's Morales. Morales with the screen out to the 50-yard line. So that would be the last play of the first half where the Brawley Wildcats have a 27-0 lead over the Central Spartans.
So as we start seeing flags, now, so so we saw a penalty, but this penalty was after the half had ended. So what we're going to see is these penalties assessed on the kickoff, depending on who they're on right now.
Right.
So before the start of the second half, they will assess the penalties. And I only saw one flag. What did you see?
I seen one. They're still out there.
So they're talking with Coach Pena. Well, there's nothing that's going to happen now. So we have a special guest upstairs on a beautiful evening up here. San Diego Commissioner Joe Hines is here alongside Assistant Commissioner Todd Casson. Not only that, they came in style, so I got to ask him a little bit about that. So, and you're going to want to tune in for this halftime interview. Oh, it's going to be against the Central Spartans.
Oh, wow.
And it'll be, like we said, it'll be enforced at the start of the second half. So one of the things you're going to want to be tuned in to listening to what Commissioner Hines has to say, because we're going to talk about this first-year playoff that is approaching, starting Sunday is the meeting, I believe.
And what a source to hear it from.
Yeah. If you want to hear the source, you're going to want to listen to this.
Stuff.
So from Will Torrez, Ron Rubio, Joaquin Matus, Alex Garcia, Sarah, Jerry Nunez down on the field, Marcus Magana. We are VSN. We'll be right back after this.
October is here with spine-chilling deals at Al Centro Motors. Drive away in a 2024 Ford Bronco with an APR as low as 3.9% plus up to $2,000 cash back on select models. Or if you prefer, get a 2024 F-150 with an APR as low as 1.9% $1,000 cash back and an extra $1,000 when you trade in your vehicle. And remember, if you don't come see us first, we can't save you any money. It's just that easy at El Centro Motors.
Las Chabelas Restaurant. Enjoy a taste of our authentic Mexican cuisine, located at 749 South Brawley Avenue in Brawley, California. Join us for our cattle call events starting Thursday, November 7th, with a live acoustic set from Kelly and Lorenzo. Friday, cattle call kickoff party with La Cachimba. Saturday, Los Chatos. And on Sunday, Rodeo Tardeada with the legendary Los Continentales. Grosso's, an Imperial Valley tradition since 1955. Family owned and operated. Located at 1902 West Main Street, El Centro. Grosso's is open Wednesday through Sunday at 5 p.m. Order to go or come in for the Italian dining experience. Havens and Sons Trucking is located at 603 East Main Street in El Centro and is a business specialized in gravel, rock, stone, fill dirt, base, landscape rock, topsoil sand, and all your hauling needs.
Day in and day out, your publicly owned Imperial Irrigation District proudly delivers low-cost, reliable energy service to its customers in the Imperial and Coachella Valleys. When compared to other power providers, IID's residential, commercial, and governmental customers all save up to 50% on their monthly energy bills. That's because IID is committed to more than just delivering power. IID is committed to you. IID, where customers always come first.
Imperial Flying Service, taking care of the entire Imperial Valley with all your aviation fuel needs. Imperial Flying Service is a proud supporter of our U.S. military, the aviation community, and all Imperial Valley communities.
You just have to get in the seat of the new John Deere Gator XUV. Not because it puts work in its place, but because all this versatility kind of just makes your day.
Ojeda Industries is here to offer solutions with exceptional products and services for all your agricultural, industrial, and power transmission needs. It's Ojeda Industries, hydraulic repair service in Brawley at 1698 Jones Street. Call us at 760-623-7299.
Bros, it's that time of year again. Team shirt options are available and ready to go out for adult, youth, and toddler sizes. Call us and let us know how we can help at 760-550-6878. Imperial Valley College is the #1 community college in the nation, winner of the 2023 Aspen Prize for Community College Excellence. InterCare since 1970. When it comes to healthcare, InterCare is here to help, with locations throughout the Imperial Valley. InterCare, improving the health and wellness of the community.
Cada día, el Distrito de Irrigación de Imperial, su entidad pública, ha proporcionado servicio de energía confiable y económico a sus clientes en los valles de Imperial y Coachella. Comparado con otros proveedores de energía, los clientes residenciales, comerciales y gubernamentales del IID ahorran hasta un 50% en sus facturas. Es porque el IID está comprometido a más que solo proporcionar energía. El IID está comprometido con usted. IID, donde los clientes siempre son primero.
Welcome back. As we said earlier, right before halftime, our halftime guest will be Commissioner San Diego Section, Mr. Joe Himes. Joe, welcome to VSN headquarters at Brawley Union High School up here.
I love it. Thanks, Will. Thanks for having me.
Not only that, Todd Caston's with you, and also the state commissioner's with you.
Absolutely.
We showed it earlier in the thing, and we were talking about it. We showed it earlier in the broadcast. You actually got a VIP treatment landing on the 50-yard line, correct?
A whole nother level of VIP treatment, yeah. Getting brought in a helicopter that I'd never been in my life. So great experience. Again, thank Billy and Jesse and the whole Brawley team for setting that up. It was a great experience for all of us.
Well, Commissioner, you're no stranger to Imperial Valley. I mean, we hear you're here a lot. It's good, and I'm sure. And then you're actually based out of the San Diego area, but it's just good to see that the voice is being heard here. You know, you have Joe Evangelist, the representative down here. So one of the questions that is going to affect the sports this season is the new format that was adapted by San Diego Section, Joe Hines and company down there, is the playoff format. If you could expand a little bit on that.
Sure. No, thanks, Will. And it's a great question. And right now it's only for us for football. But it's instead of using our previous seeding procedures and our divisional placements and our rankings, we've gone to a single system where we don't have any divisions before the season, and we set our teams and our divisions for our playoffs at the end of the season based on CalPrep's rankings and how they finish. And so we have an open division still of 4 teams. We still have 5 divisions of 12 teams. We have a 5 AA in our 8-player, but it is strictly just based on how you finish in your CalPreps rankings. So we go straight down. The top 4 teams will be the open. The next 12 teams will be Division 1. The next 12 teams will be Division 2, all the way down through Division 5. So again, it's a change for us, but what we are seeing, what we are expecting is just some much more competitive balance and competitive matchups in each division, because we're going straight down those rankings and you're not seeing variances of our previous system where we used historical data and teams were placed in divisions. So this is strictly matchups based on how they finish their season. So it should be pretty interesting to see how it goes. The Southern Section's been doing it for 3 years. This is the first time we're giving it a run, but we're excited, Will.
No, since I heard about it last year, I was excited. And I'm going to give you an example with one of the teams here in Imperial Valley, Hopeville, which used to be in they did win the CIF 5 Division AA championship last year. They're now looking at, according to CalPreps, one of the top seeds in Division 3.
Yep.
And everything can change after tonight, of course, but when I started comparing the Hopeville Vikings to one of the lower seeds being St. Augustine Saints, okay, that makes everything really interesting, Joe.
It does. There is no enrollment factor anymore, so really throw enrollment out the window. We're basing it on those rankings and your strength of your schedule and obviously your wins and loss records. And it's different because there are a couple teams that may not win a game. They may have 1 or 2 wins, but based on the conference that they're in or the league that they're in and the strength of their schedule, they're still ranking is still high based on what CalPreps factors into the equation for how they determine ranking. So
and Saints is one of those teams, Joe. We actually seen when they came down here to Brawley. Brawley would have to go up there to visit them, and then you have a different situation. You have Calipatria, which is ranked high, but they will not be moving because they are in Division 5 AA. Is that correct?
That's correct. And so what we do, we still kind of our plan is, since 5 AA is new in this ranking system.
Second year, right?
Second year. And so we still kind of set our teams and our Division 5 teams the way we used to, and then we will go in and Division 5 AA is enrollment protected. So there's no teams above 1,000 students that can then work their way into 5AA. So we'll take those. We'll identify our 5AA teams before the season.
Right.
Reason Holtville's not in there because they won last year, so they played themselves out of 5AA. But we'll take those teams. They have the ability to opt up out of there if they'd like to, because our 5AA teams don't qualify for state, regional, or state playoffs. So that's one of the downsides of being there.
Yes.
But it's still our brand new 11-player teams and our smaller schools. We have a division and have an opportunity for them to participate in a playoff and win a championship. So it's been a great thing in all of our sports, but we're really excited for 5AA here in our second year in football as well.
Okay, but when you say opt out, do they have to opt out prior to the start of the season? Okay.
Yeah, they need to let us know before the season. Hey, listen, we think we have a pretty good team. We'd like to potentially say, hey, maybe we're 5, or maybe we're even Division 4, or Holtville situation, maybe we're in 3. And that way, if we win, then we have an opportunity to go for a state playoff, instead of if we 5AA and we win, that's the end of our season. And so that's it's great to have a playoff system for our lowest, smallest schools, but the only drawback is at this point in time we don't have an opportunity for them to move on to the state playoffs.
Okay, so and then even prior to any games yesterday and today, each team already kind of knew where they sat. There's going to be a couple of changes, but after tonight, they're set, right, until the meeting on Sunday?
They're set, yeah. Well, there's one game tomorrow night, and really it's Bishops and it's Santa Fe Christian, but it shouldn't really have a whole lot of impact on everything else. So even though we're doing it on Sunday because we weren't sure if there were going to be games played on Saturday, that's why we set it to Sunday. It just gives us a little more time to check everything. I would say, by tomorrow night, we'll have a pretty good idea and really after tonight, we should probably be able to look and see tomorrow. And I don't know how much things are going to fluctuate, but I think things should be pretty close to being set by tomorrow. Yeah.
Now that's what we were looking, and it was still, even prior to this week, it was still, because there are so many things when you have a team like Brawley that's high in Division II, I mean, who knows after this game, depending who loses, might go in Division. Who knows? Who knows? Because they were the number 1, number 2 seed in Division II. There were so many scenarios. So I was talking to the representative for Imperial Valley, Coach David Shaw from Imperial. How was that flag football game last night? I heard it was a thriller.
I didn't make it out.
You arrived today then?
I came out today, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I came out today, but I heard it was a great game as well. So
Brawley looks like Brawley won in overtime. Yeah. Well, Commissioner, man, once again, it's always a pleasure to talk to you.
Well, thanks for having me. Just love coming out here, and this is what it's all about. This is high school football out here in this environment. So
everybody here from Imperial Valley appreciates that.
Appreciate what you do for the Imperial Valley. It's awesome.
Thank you. All right.
Okay.
So with that said, Joe Hines, Will Torrez, we'll be back after this.
Imperial Flying Service, taking care of the entire Imperial Valley with all your aviation fuel needs. Imperial Flying Service is a proud supporter of our U.S. military, the aviation community, and all Imperial Valley communities.
Could you use help with your electric bill? Imperial Irrigation District, your public power provider, offers several payment assistance programs. Our income-qualified customers can save up to 20 or 30% on their electric bill and also receive assistance if they face service disconnection for non-payment. For assistance, call us at 1-800-303-7756, visit one of our customer service centers, or find us online at iid.com. IID, where customers always come first.
We are Sewing Exchange, a garment manufacturing company. We manufacture to customer specifications. We do cut and sew, sublimation, uniforms, and we have low MOQs. You can contact us at 442-231-8527 or email sewingexchangeinc@gmail.com, and we are located at 321 East Main Street, El Centro, California.
El Distrito de Irrigación de Imperial, su proveedor de energía pública, ofrece varios programas de asistencia de pago. Nuestros clientes con ingresos que califiquen pueden ahorrar entre un 20 o 30% en su factura de electricidad y también recibir ayuda si enfrentan desconexiones por falta de pago. Para recibir ayuda, llámenos al 1-800-303-7756. Visite uno de nuestros centros de servicio al cliente o visite iid.com. iid, donde los clientes siempre son primero.
Havens and Sons Trucking is located at 603 East Main Street in El Centro and is a business specialized in gravel, rock, stone, fill dirt, base, landscape rock, topsoil sand, and all your hauling needs. The Brawley Police Foundation is an independent, nonprofit organization that provides grant funding and crucial resources to the Brawley Police Department, with programs that would normally not be funded. These programs directly improve public safety and enhance the quality of life for our citizens.
At Burgers and Beer, our customers are like family. Let's hear what a few of them have to say about us.
We're here at Burgers and Beer with the best burgers in town.
We get to sit together and enjoy the great food.
I like from Burgers and Beers and the lemonade.
For the fresh iced tea, whether it's breakfast, lunch, or dinner.
This is wonderful, very fast, very efficient.
I love the great food and family environment.
I love the burgers and the customer service.
So come and see us and find out for yourself at Burgers and Beer.
Whether you're looking to purchase or sell, your next home awaits. Give the Dom team a call. With over 50 years of experience and over 100 years in the Imperial Valley, Andy and Doug can help you find the right home at the right price fast. Visit us online at www.thedomteam.com and let Andrew and Doug find the perfect home for you. Call today, 760-337-8600.
October is here with spine-chilling deals at Al Centro Motors. Drive away in a 2024 Ford Bronco with an APR as low as 3.9% plus up to $2,000 cash back on select models. Or if you prefer, get a 2024 F-150 with an APR as low as 1.9% $1,000 cash back and an extra $1,000 when you trade in your vehicle. And remember, if you don't come see us first, we can't save you any money. It's just that easy at Al Centro Motors.
Las Chabelas Restaurant. Enjoy a taste of our authentic Mexican cuisine, located at 749 South Brawley Avenue in Brawley, California. Join us for our cattle call events starting Thursday, November 7th, with a live acoustic set from Kelly and Lorenzo. Friday, cattle call kickoff party with La Cachimba. Saturday, Los Chatos. And on Sunday, Rodeo Tardeada with the legendary Los Continentales. Grosso's, an Imperial Valley tradition since 1955. Family owned and operated. Located at 1902 West Main Street, El Centro. Grosso's is open Wednesday through Sunday at 5 p.m. Order to go or come in for the Italian dining experience. Havens and Sons Trucking is located at 603 East Main Street in El Centro and is a business specialized in gravel, rock, stone, fill dirt, base, landscape rock, topsoil sand, and all your hauling needs.
Day in and day out, your publicly owned Imperial Irrigation District proudly delivers low-cost, reliable energy service to its customers in the Imperial and Coachella Valleys. When compared to other power providers, IID's residential, commercial, and governmental customers all save up to 50% on their monthly energy bills. That's because IID is committed to more than just delivering power. IID is committed to you. IID, where customers always come first.
Imperial.
As the Wildcats enter the field to start the second half with the score 20 and the flaming second half. Wow. Billy really brought it out. And speaking of Billy Brewer, I'd like to give a big thank you to Leslie Brewer watching from Beaumont, California. We are so proud of your son, Billy.
Yes.
You know, Billy has, I can't even say what he's done for Valley Sports Network.
Right.
Thank you very much, Leslie Brewer watching in Beaumont. Hope you're enjoying the game. Also, Ron, man, we still look at the Wildcats with a 27-0 score right now, but let's go and let's talk a little bit about some games going on. We have the Victor Carrillo Trophy, and then we also have the Imperial Tigers.
So the Vic Carrillo Trophy, during the Battle of the Border, we have the Calexico Bulldogs 7, Vincent Memorial Scott 0. That's in the third quarter.
Yeah.
And for the Southwest Imperial game, which is in Imperial, keeping track of what they need to do, they're up 44-0 in the third quarter. So Imperial is doing what they need to do to stay in if there was to be an upset here, a comeback by the Spartans. And that's what it's going to take right now, man, is a comeback, because you're down 27-0 and you're looking up, man. You're looking up to dig out of a hole. Can the Spartans do it, or will the Wildcats keep the pedal to the metal?
As Ron, did you happen to hear the halftime interview?
Yes.
So things were already kind of set. So you're probably going to see the Wildcats in a first week bye in Division II.
They'll stay put.
Yeah. Now the thing is, the Central Spartans were teeter-tottering with the high Division 4.
They were
Division
number
3, Division 3, right?
D3. They were seated 1, according to Rookie. I was speaking to him. They were sitting at 1 right now.
So
coming into tonight,
it's going to take a lot of movement for that not to change, and then you're going to see Imperial. So what I'm trying to say is you might be able to see the Imperial Tigers and the Wildcats again. And
exactly.
And the way it's looking right now, Imperial, being the lower seed, is going to have to travel places, but Brawley will be the home team if they are seeded anywhere from 1, 2, 3, and 4. So
Imperial, they were 21 last week, and they now, after the loss to Brawley last week, they fell back to 26. So that puts them.
Yeah, I wish they would start it when they go to the first 16 and they go to the 12.
I know that's kind of like
because you have to go keep changing pages. But anyways, that will all be talked about. Ron, we might even go on the air and talk about that. Do a little bit, post something about that as we get ready to kick off. I'd like to say hello to some other people. When you talk about Imperial Irrigation serving the whole Imperial Valley with your water and power, you cannot forget about the people in the North End under the direction of Alex Duarte, Frank Perez, and Robbie Tight Line Sheehan. So thank you, everybody down there in the North End, especially with the North End Ribs team coming up, Appreciation Week. Here we go with the kickoff.
So now to start the second half, we have Brandon Torrez at the 20, 25, trying to stretch it out, cuts back, gets it up to the 30. So a good field position for the Wildcats as they'll start the second half. First drive of the second half for the Wildcats.
I think Coach Lawrence Landy said it best when he said there is some good football going on here in Imperial Valley.
Sure
Ryan.
is.
I mean, take, for example, you got Calipat under the direction of Tony Leon changing stuff around over there. Then you got Jason Turner in Hopeville going 10-0, actually going to be joining the Division III team. And you got Imperial that's always going to be dangerous no matter where they're at, 2 or 3, which I doubt they'll be in 3, but they will be in 2. And then you got the Wildcats at the head of the pack there.
Looks like the Spartans may have too many men on the field. So out goes Fiembres. 1st and 10 for the Wildcats will be a 1st down and 5. Well, yeah, the thing is, talking about Turner and the Vikings, the consistency, and that's what all good programs do, consistency. So here we go, tight set for the Wildcats, 1st down and 5. Direct snap to Garcia. Garcia trying the right side, trying to cut loose, and Garcia again finds his way, able to gain maybe 7 on the play. It's going to be a 1st down for the Wildcats at their own 43-yard line. So 1st down for the Wildcats on 2 plays.
Ron, I'd like to commend this refereeing crew. They've kept this game intact and a good pace.
A good pace, exactly.
You know, and that's the way it should be. You should have one of the number 1 crews out here, doing the number 1 game. I mean,
now, yeah.
Especially with the implications this game had. I mean, it's
for
not.
Sure.
I mean, the Spartans, to be honest with you, as you know, they need to stop right now.
And it's been a clean game.
Yes, it has.
It's been a clean game. 1st down and 10. They give us to Moreno up the middle. Moreno maybe gains 2 on the play. They're going to mark it at the 46-yard line, so that's going to be a 2nd down, and we'll say 8 for the Wildcats. Big possession for the Central defense. A hold is mandatory. I'm saying it. I mean, you're DC. You're out there. You have to get a stop. You have to get the ball in your offense's hand. You have to slow down the Wildcats.
And I don't care who you are. There's no way that you would have thought that the score would have been either.
No.
I mean, if anything, you would have thought it was the other way around too. I mean, you just
didn't know. It could have been either
way
around, and it just so happens. But here comes Porras in motion to give us to Porras on the jet sweep. Porras to the right side, and Porras is going to gain. We're going to give him 6 on that. It's going to be 3rd down. No, yeah, it'll be 3rd down and 1.
Yeah, I just like the way Porras runs on that jet sweep, Ron.
Yes, he
because
does.
he tucks the ball in and he gets small to go in between his blockers in front. And then,
He's not a hard kid to bring down either. I mean, he's got some good-sized kid.
Yeah, and then when that speed will just get you. Just a shifty type of running back out of the wide receiver position.
So the Wildcats now with the 3rd down and 2. The quarterback lead to the right, and it's going to be good enough for a 1st down.
Out of all the running plays Brawley has run, I'm yet to see, and if anything, 1 or 2, any negative yards for these Wildcats.
You're right about that. The quarterback has not been sacked when he's attempted to throw. There hasn't been any tackle for losses. The Wildcats may have had a few against the Spartans, but 1st and 10 now for the Wildcats. They're at the Spartan 46-yard line. Here's something that you have to note this real quick. Losing Jared Martin for the bell game was huge on the Spartans and the defense and the kids, man. It's huge. It's a huge thing. Your leaders out there. But here we go. You play with what you have. Gutierrez is looking. Gutierrez trying. He's going to roll to his left. He has room to run, but he throws it off to Moreno. Checks down. Moreno again will work his way up to the 30. We'll say the 31 for a Wildcat 1st down.
And that is so dangerous if you're a defensive player to see somebody like a Moreno getting that ball in the flat right there, Ron, and then getting some running room because to have a running back with a little bit of head start, 5-yard head start, watch out.
But usually that's your last resort. There was good coverage downfield, and you check it down to your running back. Hey, why not? A kid like Moreno, he could score from anywhere on the field. 1st and 10 for the Wildcats now. Ball's at the 31-yard line of the Spartans. Looking down on the bench, looks like Damian Clemente is out of the game. In for him is Seth Hoskins. He is a junior, number 7. And he shoots it out to that being Porras. Porras to the right side. Porras on the little quick out. Takes it all the way down to the 15-yard line. First down for the Wildcats. So the Wildcats have not skipped a beat. This is their 4th first down of the drive. They're now at the 15-yard line of the Spartans.
And I'm going to copy what you just said about Jared Martin. It is a big loss. I mean,
yes, it is.
You're talking about an impact player that they were planning on. In fact, he got hurt in that Coachella game.
Arabs. We saw that. We were there, and he went down, came out of the game, and it never seemed that he got back to full strength, especially in that Imperial game. But here we go, 1st and 10 for the Wildcats. The give is to Moreno off the right side. Moreno still breaking tackles. Moreno.
I think I saw a penalty by the flank official on the central side over there, Ron.
Tackle by Liziola getting off the bottom. Getting a little bit chippy now. So the flag will be on Brawley. Seaman with the call.
Yeah, we're going to have illegal procedure against the Wildcats.
So that'll be a 1st and 15 now at the 20. This is the first possession for the Wildcats and the only possession of the second half. The offensive line, give credit to the offensive line of the Wildcats.
Oh, no, most definitely.
Seals, Delora, Coda, Kopnick, Lopez moving the ball. And here comes Garcia. Now they contain Garcia on the run, unlike Imperial was able to do.
Yeah, but
it seemed like, and that was like I said, they brought that out. I mean, that's the first time I had seen it, was last week versus Imperial. Garcia out of the backfield, direct snaps to Garcia. That was something new.
Well, to be honest with you, Ron, we haven't seen many teams being able to stop Garcia.
So 2nd down after a gain of 2, 2nd down and 8. The ball now is inside the 15. We'll say the 13.
But more important, they've used up almost half of the clock.
Rolling out is Gutierrez. He has a man open, and it is.
And I thought
he came down with it.
Yeah, no. The ball is incomplete as we watch. Hopefully we get to watch it right now on a replay.
That looked like Morales number 1 on the cover. I really thought he snagged it out of the air.
Yeah. I was watching the body language. And as we see the ball touch the ground,
And defending on that play was Alex Trejo. Trejo on a good play, number 3. So the Wildcats now with a 3rd down and 8. 2 down. I mean, they're going to 2 downs to make this 1st down.
I keep thinking I hear a whistle out there.
I hear something. 3rd down and 8. Gutierrez looks. He's looking to his right. Does he have time? He has plenty of time. He's rolling out. He shoots it over 2, and it's intended for Moreno, and it's an interception.
And that is going to be an interception, and that is going to that's just what the Central Spartans needed on that. He had excellent. He got in front of the wide receiver right there in front of Moreno. Boom.
Number 8.
Number 8 was able to come down for it, and that's going to be Christopher Alvarez coming down with the interception for the Central Spartans. And no, if you're asking yourself, is it too late? No, it is not too late for these Central Spartans. But I do believe it would be necessary for them to do something on this drive right here.
Because look, half the quarter's gone already with that drive by the Wildcats. So the heavy set, and they need a guy out there. There's Yola coming in. He is one of the lead blockers on this heavy set.
Need to get the ball off. You got about 2 seconds.
And they didn't get it.
Didn't get it. And that is one of the best mechanics that I was installed a couple of years ago, when the back judge will actually raise his hand when he has 5 seconds.
Like that. I did not see that.
So I think it's just a really good mechanic. It helps both teams, both sideline coaches.
Viesca now trying the left side of the line. Viesca.
So what's happening now is the mic is on. The Whiteheads mic is on.
I was wondering what that was going on. Was it the PA guy?
Yeah, so it's connected to the PA, but they just they need to turn it off.
So the Wildcats now.
I actually kind of like it. I would like to hear it the whole game because, you know, me having a chance to be in that middle, it's just something that I'm used to hearing. And it's and it's good for the people to see, I mean.
Or hear.
The action and how they control the football game here.
Viesca now, and there's going to be a more illegal procedure, I believe, on the Spartans.
Now, come on.
It is.
Come on, Central
But you
Spartans.
can't get any further, right? I mean, you started out at the 5, you go to the 2.5, and the 2.5.
Yeah.
I wasn't very good at fractions.
Well, I'll tell you what.
Decimals.
When you start getting close to that goal line right there, it's not a good thing because they're probably on the 1 yard line right now.
They are on the 1 yard line.
They're
Can't go any
inside
further.
of it, yeah.
They're inside the 1. But here's the scary part, man. You get a safety, now you're going to have to punt. So just trying to get the ball out on second down and let's say 14. Viesca now is trying the right side of the line. He's running sideways. Viesca to the 10. Viesca to the 15. Tackled by, I want to get his number. Was that Camilo? No, it's Roy Rosas coming from a safety spot. So breathing room that they needed, got it.
Well, one of my favorite formations, that's that elephant to the right, Ronnie. And then you heavy side, you put a jumbo side on the right side. And then they had Viesca in the backfield to just makes it work. You're going to
But did you see how the defense was stringing it out, and then he finally just got around the edge? Had to happen. It did happen. Jimenez now back at quarterback with Viesca in the backfield. Trips to the left. They give us to Viesca up the middle. And they're still trying to pound the ball, but no gain on that play. I'm going to say he just makes it back to the line of scrimmage. Second down and 10. 5:10 remaining. We appreciate all the people that have let us know where you're watching the game from. I have one family in Fayetteville, North Carolina. That is Army Captain Chris Ramirez and his family watching from Fayetteville. Way to go, Chris. Good linebacker for Brawley High.
Yeah.
Second down and 11. 4:48 remaining. Shoots it out to. Is that a double pass? No, it's not. It looked like, did he fumble?
They're stopping it, whatever it is, and
my God! I don't know. Did he fumble, Will? I'm not getting. So it looks like the Wildcats' ball and a flag on the field on the play as well.
I don't know if we can get a replay. It looks like we can. Let's see exactly what happens on this play right here. But it does look like it's going to be Wildcat ball, and he did look like
Morales carrying the ball carelessly.
Yeah, there was a loose ball, all right,
and it was recovered by So the Wildcats now get the ball back. Interesting.
So, look, if you're a Wildcat fan, especially on the coaching staff, Ron, if there's something that I've always liked, Ron, is that second half team. How you know how you get that team that just come alive?
Right.
That's what I've been seeing out of these Wildcats, even in that uni game.
Sure.
They came back. They didn't win the game, but
they were down 21-0 at half, I believe.
So to have a team like that, that's pretty impressive, and it goes a long way, especially with the playoffs coming up.
So after the fumble, there was a penalty, I think, an unsportsmanlike, or personal.
Yeah,
I didn't catch that. But so the Wildcats now have a 1st and goal at the central 5-yard line. That's funny because that's where their interception ended their drive of the second half. I'm sorry.
Well, I think if the flag only goes up about 5 yards up in the air, it's personal. If it goes,
give us to Moreno off the right side. Moreno falls forward to the 2, maybe the 1. Second down in goal.
The clock right now, something that Central's always wanted to control, is not in their favor now.
The time of possession, no, not in their favor. They had the ball. They moved the ball.
Ojeda Industries for hydraulic service and repair. Lee Tires, your Imperial Valley auto repair and tire shop.
Second down and goal. They give us to Moreno off the right side, and Moreno's in. So that is it. For 4:02 remaining, the Wildcats now 33, Spartans 0.
Yeah,
So Moreno with the touchdown.
Moreno gets the handoff, and he goes to the right side and just literally untouched in there for a Wildcat touchdown. Radco for your construction and service needs, located in Brawley. The Vesey farming family, a growing tradition since 1923.
Diego Padilla set to kick the extra point. Set to hold. Looks like Brandon Torrez. Deep snapper is Connor Kopnick, and the kick is up, and it's right down the middle. So the Wildcats now, their second possession, a 5-yard drive after the fumble recovery. The Wildcats of Brawley 34, Central Spartans 0.
Conde Real Estate and Mortgage for lower payments, reduced interest rates, expert guidance. Give Roseanne Arroyo a call. The Sewing Exchange, fast, reliable service for all your tailoring needs where quality meets convenience. El Centro Motors, whether you like shopping online or human connection, the team at El Centro Motors is there to help. Arctic Air, dependable AC repair and service you can trust. Valley Sports Network Air Conditioning Company. El Centro is getting ready to receive right now, Ron, with 4 minutes left still remaining in the third quarter.
Morales set to receive along with Joshua Garcia, number 9. They squib it. Garcia's going to field it at his 8. He's at his 15. He's rolling to his left. Can he get up to the 20? He does. He opens it up. He's at the 40. He's at the 50. He's inside Wildcat territory. So Garcia proving.
Yes.
Man, he is a threat back there.
No, and he has been a threat all year long.
All year long, man. And, you know.
Just got to get the ball to him. That's been the only problem. Just got to get the ball to Garcia because when it – so it looks like –
Spartans down. I thought there was a flag, but –
it looks like we do have a Spartan down on the field.
I'm trying to see where they're marking the ball.
Alfred Distributing, family-owned and operated business since 1947. Johnny's Burritos, the Palomino family started this tradition since 1963. Hart Insurance, Christy Perez, Liz Martinez. Thank you very much for all you've done for your community. Casbros, custom t-shirts, signs matters. Do not forget to go get your Catacall t-shirts there at Casbros.
You got to get me one.
Yeah, then I've seen some good designs there. So, yeah.
I'm still waiting. Okay, say the next guy. Who
no,
was it?
Go ahead, Ron.
Well, was it Desert RV?
Yeah, it was.
Okay, well, say what they're going to say.
Okay, Joe Gonzalez at Desert RV and Towing, your 24-hour off-road recovery service.
I have been promised a planner T-shirt from Casbro from a board member, Joel Gonzalez, since last year. Promise. Oh, I'm going to get you that shirt, Ron. I'm a blah. And I haven't seen it since, Joel.
Joel's probably out at Glamis towing a vehicle out of the
I saw him. He looked like he needed help towing. He's on a little scooter. He has his knee banged up.
He had a procedure done, and he's being carted around.
I take everything back, Joel. Sorry about that, man.
Driscoll's Custom Embroidery and Letterman Jackets. Imperial Valley College, proud sponsor of VSN's live stream.
So now the Spartans will take over at their 44-yard line. I thought they got to Wildcat territory. Maybe there was a penalty, maybe not. But the ball now is at the 44-yard line, a good place to start. Jimenez now with trips to his right. Viesca's lone back, motion by Morales. They give us to Viesca. Viesca trying the middle. Viesca gets a little push. Is going to get a penalty there, though. A good 5-yard run, 4-yard gain. Starting to get a little bit chippy. After every little play, a little shoving, a little talking going on.
And I'll tell you what, one of our first VSN players of the game, cannot forget that horse that was for the Central Spartans. You know who I'm talking about, Mr. Charlie Sullivan. Yeah, man. I'll tell you what, man.
Charlie had a great rant with a winning catch right here, right in front of us, right in the corner.
I'll tell you what, he broke a lot of Wildcat hearts that in the evening right there. So Charlie Sullivan watching from Cal Poly Pomona, thank you.
Trips to the right for the Spartans. 3:35 remaining. Jimenez is being rushed by Delora. Jimenez now takes it deep. And another flag.
And you're going to have 2 flags. And
was he over the line of scrimmage?
Yeah, he was over the line of scrimmage, but you're going to have one down here. And then I'm not sure what this one's going to be. I don't know if it's going to be pass interference, but the back judge has it. But Bernie Sanders, thank you for watching. Wildcat alumni watching all the way from Sacramento. And speaking of Sacramento, cannot forget the De Necochea family. And they're the Necochea Padilla family out of Sacramento. I saw him a couple of weeks ago, Mike.
Well, I was honored. Speaking of baseball coaches, Ruben Niebles was at Casa Rubio for a shower party.
Oh, good.
Yeah, want to thank him for attending. So it was roughing the passer?
Is that what they got? I thought it was going to be he passed the line of scrimmage. So
a first down at the 50-yard line. So now the Spartans after that, find themselves with the first down. Jimenez now rolling right. Jimenez being rushed. Jimenez going to slide down inside Wildcat territory to the 49. In pursuit was number 23. That is Matt Moreno. So 2nd down and 9. The Spartans now inside Wildcat territory. 3:06 remaining. Now the clock is not the friend of the Spartans right now. Not at all.
No, it certainly not is. It's not is. It certainly is not.
Well, it's their second possession. It's 2. You're inside 2 minutes now. 2:51. It's their second possession of the second half. They had 4. Both teams had 4 possessions in the first half.
Well, what's hurting the Spartans is when they got that turnover and that fumble, and they were able to score over that turnover.
Not sure what this is.
And you might have movement on the offensive line right here. That's usually the call coming from that umpire to report. So you got the dead ball foul.
What was that?
Okay.
Was it barking out the signal?
And that's what I'm thinking. He's barking out the signal, which is look. It looks like he was doing it, and he's warning them right now. Yep. That's what it was. He just can't be. You can't be doing that. Trying to get him to jump off.
That results in a 5-yard penalty. 2nd down for Jimenez. Look, he's shooting down the right side and intended for number 3, and that was intended for Alex Trejo and defended well by sophomore Derek Valdez, number 17.
Derek Valdez having excellent coverage there for the Wildcats to prevent deep yardage by these people. I mean, Wildcats are just flying high a little bit right now.
Right now things are going good. You get a sophomore getting a high five from Sergio Garcia, the senior. The Wildcats are playing well right now. We have 2:19 remaining. Spartans need a score. It's 3rd down. Jimenez looking to his left, shoots it short, overthrows, intended for number 3. Again, that was Trejo. Incomplete pass penalty on the play.
So as we start to see a lot of penalties, it looks like we're going to start. It's going to be a holding
against Central.
Yeah, I think.
They are going to. It's against Central, holding Central.
And it's still going to make it a 3rd down. So just Spartans kind of shooting themselves in the leg right now.
Yeah, it's It's a big hole they're trying to crawl out of right now with 2:14 remaining, 34-0. Trip to the left for Jimenez and the Spartans. They're now back at their own territory, the 46. Jimenez rolling left. Jimenez sets. He fires. Intended for Emiliano Morales. Defending on the play was number 10, Roy Rosas.
Look, both corners, both safeties back here, just excellent coverage by these Wildcats right here.
And, you know, it's just, and that's the rule. You want to keep, as a DB, it's a sin to have anybody behind you. The defense is playing well. There's zone coverage, keeping the receivers in front of them, and making it hard for Jimenez to complete a pass. Set to punt now is number 10. That's Miguel Vega.
But, Ron, that's the difference where we've seen the Wildcats complete passes,
right?
You know, right behind the linebacker positions right here, crossing the middle on a slant pass.
Vega now, fair caught by number 10. That is Roy Rosa. So with 2:02 remaining, the Wildcats now have the ball at their own 26 and lead 34-0.
Brawley Police Foundation, supporting a safe community through partnership and police. Escad Realty, the mark of excellence. Marianne Valenzuela Finley, State Farm Insurance Agent in Imperial Valley. Grasso's Fine Italian Dining Experience, Intercare, improving the health and wellness of our community. The Dom Team, Doug and Andrew, for all your business, residential, farmland, and real estate deals. Call the Dom Team.
Brawley at their own 25-yard line, 1st and 10. Quick out to Porras, Brandon Porras all the way up to the 35-40. He gets knocked out of bounds, but he gains enough for a first down. Knocked out by number 9, Josh Garcia.
And look, Bubba Garcia doing not just on the receiving side of things, but excellent block to be able to get more yards out of the receiver after he got that.
It's like a flanker screen. That, you know, they give it to the other guy who doesn't receive the pass has to block. They give it to Moreno. Moreno off the right side. Moreno maybe gains 2. On the tackle there by Gavin Mota, number 14. Second down and 8 after the gain of 2. The ball now is at the 43-yard line. So if you're the Wildcats, Will, do you start running the ball to run the clock out, or do you just keep going and going and going?
Well,
metal to the pedal.
I think one of the first things right now, I'm not going to say, 34-0. Look, it's going. Let's be honest, it's going to be tough for the Spartans, right?
Sure.
But staying healthy. So let's not run no patterns up the middle, you know, and stuff like that, Ron. I mean, that's just my way of thinking.
Well, here comes Gutierrez, and there goes Garcia, and there goes Garcia. And that's why we're in the booth and not down there coaching, bro.
That's why we're up here, Ron. Because just when I say don't, play a little bit of conservative, we take a look right here. Matthew Gutierrez.
Nice.
I mean, that's just a combination that's unheard of.
That's been clicking all year long. Garcia there. And then
able to get into the end zone with somebody on him.
Terrell was on the coverage, could not ring him in. Touchdown Wildcats. So that, with 54 seconds remaining, we have the Wildcats 40, Spartans 0. Padilla set to kick. The snap is good, the kick is up, and it's right down the middle. So with 54 seconds remaining, we now have the Brawley Wildcats 41, Central Spartans 0.
Well, Ronnie, I would have never expected this. Like we said, I mean, there's never no advantage. You don't know what's going to happen, but I'll tell you what. I'm not going to say that these Wildcat fans did not believe, because I'll tell you what, they've been a lot of support for these people. These, with the Bubba Garcias, with the Matthew Gutierrez, with the Moreno, all this senior-led team, they believed all along.
Yes.
They laid low. They didn't do too much talking. Well, talking from what I saw, you know what I mean,
right.
Ron? I think they knew they were good. They've been in this position, and they're proving a point, and they're putting an exclamation mark on this game right here, Ron.
When we talked to Coach Landy early in the season, in the very beginning, before one game was played, he said if the Wildcats were to play their game, they would be a hard football team to beat. They've proven it.
And speaking of Coach Landy, what about the credit he deserves,
He deserves
Ron?
a whole lot of credit, because this guy, was not, this is, as we talk, there is Garcia at the 1. Garcia to the 10. He's finding his way to the left, but no. This time he's tackled by
Look who it is again, man. I'll tell you what, Lemontang. He is coming through.
That's another sophomore, but he gets Garcia at the same. Back to Coach Landy, yeah. I mean, it wasn't an ideal situation last year when you had the 2 head coaches in Van Diver and Rubio. Then you fast forward to this year, you ask Coach Landy, hey, man, how about a year contract? Are you interested? He took it and ran with it and put in a system that no one's ever coached under.
And look, and it would have been fair to assess that Coach Landy, oh, come on, you're just going to do, a year or 2 and see what happens. No, he put his heart and soul into the program.
And all his time, man. He made coaching easier for all the coaches there, me included.
I'm happy for him.
I'm very happy, and congratulations right now at this point as the third quarter is about to wind down.
Regardless of what happens, Landy has done a phenomenal job, comes in here first year. I mean, look, I don't even know if it was an option for him to become a head coach of the Wildcats. I just know that when it came down to it, and they named him head coach, Billy might have made one of the best decisions in the situation.
The situation that they were put in.
Right.
So we will end the third quarter of the 81st Bell game between the Central Spartans and Brawley Wildcats. We have the Brawley Wildcats 41, Central Spartans 0.
Flying service, taking care of the entire Imperial Valley with all your aviation fuel needs. Imperial Flying Service is a proud supporter of our U.S. military, the aviation community, and all Imperial Valley communities.
Back to the start of the fourth quarter here at Warne Field, where the Wildcats have a 41-0 lead. It is second down and 9 for Jimenez and the Spartans. They are at their own 17-yard line. Jimenez rolling to his right. Jimenez looks, he shoots. He's overthrowing number 10, Vega. So now with the third pressure put on by Andrew Camilo. So the Wildcats now with a very comfortable lead, 41-0. This is the third possession for the Spartans, and they're in a tough spot. They're at their 17-yard line. They're down 30 by minimum 6 touchdowns. Jimenez again trips to the right. Viesca, the lone back. Dumps it off to Viesca. And Matthew Gutierrez was there, sniffed out the screen. Gain maybe of 2 yards.
Well, I'll tell you what, Ron, good luck picking a game of the player of this magnitude game, because when you spread the ball around that much, it just shows like how many players. And look, to actually be able to take down the Spartans,
just that. And here's the deal. I mean, you've got the points, but look at the other side of the scoreboard. You have 0 points scored by that Central offense. Credit to Rick Rubio and his staff coming in with another good game plan. 2 weeks of back-to-back. These were tough games for the Wildcats. Unlike the Spartans and Imperial, they didn't have to play the 2 big dogs back-to-back. The Wildcats did. They played Imperial. Oh, and the snap is over Vega's head. But Vega, does he have the composure? He's going to run it when he had time to kick it. And here it comes, man. So the Wildcats, I'm expecting them to sub now.
I mean, you're going to have some seniors on the team, but
right now with this score 41-0, will it be a running clock is my question.
Yeah, it's a running clock. And
so is that automatic?
No, it's a choice, but it does it starts in the fourth quarter.
And in a sense, it's good to have it because both teams will be heading into the playoffs, right?
Yeah, no, and then I share the sentiments as Alan Phillips does. Who would have ever thought that a running clock in the fourth for either team would have happened? Well, I believe it did happen in the early 2004 with the championship run that the Qualcomm team when they were they were actually,
Shepard and all them kids
when they were actually running over everybody.
So 1st and 10 for the Wildcats. New quarterback looks like sophomore Noah Castro. The give is to Roman Britton. Britton trying to find his way inside the 10. He goes to the 9. A gain of, let's give him 3. Well, 2nd down.
I'll tell you what, Ron. If it was up to me, I would let him run lemon tag back in that backfield. What he's done, Billy, get on the headset. Congratulations.
So there's a bunch.
Let's. No. We want to congratulate you. Joining us up in the booth, and we're going with 3. We're joining up in the booth up here is Billy Brewer. We want to congratulate you. And look, we'll talk about the game later, Billy.
The give is to Roman Britton. Britton off the left side, and Britton works his way all the way to the 1. So Britton, a senior, now knocking on the door.
Billy, pre-game festivities, you knocked it out of the park, Billy. Billy, congratulations. That was just phenomenal, Billy.
Well, that's a school thing from top to bottom. We got a lot of people involved, but was proud of everybody, and that flag coming down was pretty heartfelt. It was beautiful.
No, Ron and I said, you get the goosebumps, you just get chills. The national anthem always does that. Then you bring that happening, and it's just the crowd. I mean, we were here as you were here most of the afternoon, and to see the people lined up, the people still here. That's what this whole game's about.
Roman Britton trying the left side on that 1st and goal. Now it's going to be 2nd down and goal.
Well, and congratulations to the Brawley Wildcats. We were just, prior to you coming up here, we were talking about Coach Landy. I mean, he deserves a lot of credit because we were talking about 4 head coaches in the last 3 years, and who knew if he was actually going to be a candidate when you approached him, and this is probably the best situation for Brawley football right now. Never count out these Wildcats, and look what's happening, Billy.
He's done a great job, and he's got coaches like Ronnie and everybody underneath him, and we got a solid base, like I always say. It's we have some depth in the coaching ranks, and I think that proves that point. Proud of all of them.
Noah Castro trying to run in that quarterback lead, and he's going to be stopped at the 1 yard. Yeah, that's a great point, Billy. And like Will and I were discussing, yes, it's kind of a situation that it's not normal in a way, in a sense. But what Landy's done, seen firsthand, give him a lot of credit for that, man, because he took control of it. He took control. You knew who was in charge, and that's what you need to do. You need to have somebody at the top, making the calls, making the decisions, giving us the direction.
No, I agree with you, Ronnie, and it's one of those things where you never know what's going to happen in reality, right? You never know what's going to happen, and he's come through, but again, he's got all of you coaches, and I think that's the difference in what happens here at Brawley High School. Anyway, I'm going to let you guys alone. I just want you guys to know I appreciate VSN.
Thank you so much for everything you've done for us.
No, Billy.
It never ends, man.
Linda Brewer said you are doing a very good job from Beaumont, California, Billy.
Leslie, yeah.
Oh.
Unless she changed her name on me.
Well, that's Will for you.
I was looking for the text.
My mom, I had a mom and a dad that was unbelievable.
No, we actually thanked her. We actually thanked her for having you because of the show you put on out here. Mrs. Brewer, I apologize for it is Leslie.
Let me just say this, and I'm going to leave you guys alone. I just want to come up and congratulate you guys for all you do. I don't know if you saw the screen playing.
Yeah, we saw it all night. We saw it all night.
And it's top to bottom. These coaches, Rick, Rubio, Ray Van Diver, they've all done a heck of a job this year, and proud of them. And we're not done yet. We're not done yet.
We're not done yet. They're not done yet. They're not done yet. That's well said, Will.
What a good interview at halftime.
I saw that Joe Hines. I was watching it.
I forgot it was showing it up out there. Yeah. So we already kind of know where everybody's going to be at. Like he said, there's going to be a little bit of changes and stuff. But you had the state commissioner come down from Sacramento, Ron
Minchie or right here?
Yeah, Joe. When you flew
Machete.
Machete. You had him come in from the helicopter, and then that drone show. Okay, Billy, you knocked it out. Good. Hey, look, I'm gonna have to say it right now. Gabriel Ponce, start planning right now. Start planning, Gabriel Ponce. He's the AD at Central. Him and Craig Lyon, they're gonna be meeting pretty soon because it's gonna be hard to top this one, Billy.
I appreciate you guys. I'm gonna let you guys go on and get back down there so we don't have a fight or anything. And I just want you guys to know, love you to death, and I appreciate you guys.
Thank you very much. Thank you to everybody.
Back to action as the Wildcats kick it out of bounds. New kicker, new quarterback. That kicker is number 64, Max Reyes. Kicks it out of bounds. Ball will be placed at the 35.
Yeah, and props to Billy, Simon, and Jesse, just the whole community. Craig Lyon, it's the same thing when we go.
Yeah, man. Everything starts at the top, Will, and it works its way down. So if you have direction at the top, things will go well for you.
Yeah, and we feel that welcome when we're at Cal Jones Stadium.
Yes,
Craig
for
Lyon,
sure.
It's got a nickname for Craig. It's One Take Craig. That guy, he's
a natural, man.
He's a natural, man. Between him and Simon, anyways. But congratulations to them for being in position. Look, depends where the Spartans get ranked. I mean, if they're right now the top of 3, Ron.
But what does this loss? We'll all find out tomorrow, right? I mean, all.
Well, yeah, we actually will know more. They're not going to move too much from today, but yeah, we'll definitely know by tomorrow evening, and then that meeting's on Sunday just to confirm everything, And congratulations to Coach David Shaw and the Imperial Tigers too, though, Ron.
Josh Garcia, after the muff, picks it up, takes it to the 20.
No!
That is Kevin Valenzuela taking it the other way. And it's a legit fumble. Touchdown Wildcats.
Touchdown Wildcats. I mean, they are.
Did he just take it away? I don't know.
Yeah, he did. He actually took it away. And look, these Wildcats.
They're just an outpouring, man. I mean,
how many times have you seen a team going to the playoffs with this much momentum and they do damage, Ron?
Well, it's very rare to see that happening. The last time I seen a team, from start to beginning, was the Modern Day team that we covered a couple of the games. I mean, that season, that was a team that looked the same from the beginning, the first game against Brawley, to the end versus Santa Fe Christian, man. It was just a team that. So the Wildcats now, Central's going to go home. They're going to regroup, lick their wounds from tonight, and then come back strong in the playoffs. I mean, hey, man, they've made the playoffs 6 of the last 7 years.
Yeah.
They've been going. Rookies had them in there. So this happens. They've gone deeper than anybody the last 2 years, 22 and 23. The Spartans have gone deeper. Other than Hopeville, the Spartans have been up there.
Yeah, and while we got a little minute of time left, about 1:20, I'd like to say thanks to, of course, the Brawley community, Brawley Union High School, and to the VSN staff. And I mean, Ron, my day one partner, I couldn't do it without you.
Man. We love this.
There's a lot of people to thank right here. You got Marcos Magana that's come through at the end. Manny Barrows watching from home. We got Sarah Torres on the camera. And then we got Jerry Nunez on the on-field camera. And the new addition, Alex Garcia.
Yes, Alex.
Alex Garcia and Joaquin Matus has made my job and everybody's job and everybody at home watching just a comfortable situation to view. And everything is smooth. So
we want to thank everybody for tuning in. I mean, man, without the viewers, we're nothing.
And our sponsors.
Our sponsors, of course.
And people, you guys are going to be surprised at this viewership. We plan to release it where everybody was watching from. And then we still got the player of the game don't forget to vote. You got a couple of minutes to vote before we take this away, and Ron and I will have some last words on tonight's game.
The Wildcats now. So that's going to be it. That's going to do it. So for the Brawley Wildcats, a 54-0 win over the Central Spartans. They are the IVL 2024 champions.
Yeah. Congratulations.
Congratulations to Brawley.
Coach Landy, congratulations to the Brawley community. Congratulations to everybody that made this part of the tradition, the rivalry, to keep it alive on both sides. It's an awesome week for us, right, Ron?
We just love it. I mean, it started on Sunday for us, but
that was a fun day. That Sunday was a fun day, yes. Congratulations to you, Ron. You had
thank you so much.
People don't know, Ron coaches JV team. I don't even want to say where it's at, but they did go undefeated this year. Congratulations to both programs, and it's the rivalry I'm most proud of, man. It's the rivalry. So, I don't got much more to say. I mean, let's get ready for the playoffs. Ron, you got some last words to say?
Well, you never know what kind of game is going to come out of a big game like this. Did it live up to the hype? No, it did not. But that's how football rolls. Now the second season starts, playoffs.
Yeah.
Now let's see how far both teams can go. And it's going to be a learning lesson for the Spartans. But don't count them out in Division III. And the Wildcats now, they're a team with momentum. So let's see where it takes them.
That's deadly right there, a team with momentum. So, from Will Torrez, day one partner to the VSN crew, love you, couldn't do it without you. See you next week.